Who bought?
Donnie, I'm going to be honest with you. Just when I think you can't surprise me anymore, you find a way to do it because
That's what I do.
That's a great
I already hit go before you even started talking. So like you just want to get that story out there. But
I knew it was going to happen, so I figured, what the heck, I might as well just own it and go ahead and tell you guys the story of our neighbor who is a huge Georgia fan, and when they got to the playoff, somehow she bought tickets to the wrong bowl game, and she's been trying to sell them for 3 weeks. And finally yesterday she posted pictures on her Facebook page with her kids leaving for Miami to the Orange Bowl and the kids holding up a sign, "My mom bought tickets to the wrong bowl game." Somehow she got mixed up that Georgia was in the Orange Bowl, not the Sugar Bowl, and she bought Orange Bowl tickets. So they drove down yesterday and they were there for the Oregon Texas Tech game instead of going to the Georgia Bowl game.
Well, I mean, both games were kind of, well, we'll see how the other game goes.
We'll see how the other one goes. But I'm like, how in the world do you buy tickets for the wrong bowl? She dropped like $1,500 on these tickets. So,
hi, E-Driver. Happy New Year.
So, welcome to tonight's episode of DHC Sports Show, the first show of the new year. We are here with a 4-person panel, which is more people than Points in Alabama had tonight.
And Texas
Tech.
And Texas Tech. Which, of course, oil money doesn't buy everything. So I'm your host, the producer for this evening. And as always, I'm here with the Prospector, the mayor, and Hunter Yurchis is a bum.
He is.
So I'm sure he will explain further on with that.
I mean, Notre Dame would have at least scored 10 points on Indiana.
Maybe. I mean, they look good. We'll talk about it. But they're the first team to actually win after a first round bye. So
finally they are solid.
1-7.
So, as always, this show is sponsored by Old Fort Baseball Co. And guys, when I am not posting thirst traps on Instagram, I'm on this site checking out all the new latest items that they've got. So, of course, Donnie, even not in his office, he has a support local baseball hat. That's a hat you can buy at Old Fort Baseball Co. And the good thing is, you can buy that hat. You don't have to pay full price for it. You can use our code for 15% off. Code is Dad Hat, and you see going at the ticker at the bottom. But that's not all they offer. We talked about shirts, we talked about hats. They also have a monthly sticker club subscription. And Donnie, you didn't bring the stickers with you, did you?
I did not.
You are so unprepared. Why did you do that?
I'm on remote.
You can't get good help these days.
I only had the hat because it was my hat for the day.
That's fair enough. So with the sticker club, you get 4 stickers and a little card with a QR code that explains what they are. Usually, it can be a Sandlot team, could be a baseball project, could even be some collegiate summer league teams. And that is usually $6, but with the code DHC, you can get that for 50% off. That's a pretty good deal, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
So go to our friends over at Old Fort Baseball Co. and buy some of their merch and tell them we sent you. All right, so this week's been kind of interesting the past 2 days with the college football playoffs going on. Both games have been terrible so far. Well, I mean, let me phrase that. Terrible as in the quality of the game. Terrible not in the way who lost, because I'm quite happy with the results so far.
Ron is hoping her parlay pays off tonight, and the trifecta happens of losses, because she's already got the first 2 losses. She's hoping for one more tonight.
Which one is the other loss?
She needed Georgia. She got the Ohio State out of there. She got Alabama out of there. Now she wants Georgia. That's her 3-team parlay for exiting. We'll see.
I hate to break it to you, but the script leaked for the playoffs next week, and Carson Beck going up against his former team. Yeah, maybe some ratings there.
That may be too much for them to allow Mississippi to win, huh?
No. Phil, Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us. All right. Isn't there a game you're supposed to be watching right now, Mr. Donato's?
Yeah. E-Driver, he's supposed to be paying attention to the hockey match.
But, whatever. So let's start. Let's start with the college football game. So I thought we were about to have a curse going on again where Friday, the lowest seed won. The first game, I mean, it's a 5-4 matchup, but still lowest seed won. The teams with the bye game weeks did not win. Indiana broke that streak and broke it pretty convincingly. You see, I knew he was going to do this, so that's why I'm not taking my shirt off until later.
Okay.
So,
tarps off in the after hours. Okay.
he's eventually going to have to go away from this to actually watch the game.
Virgil's respecting the first hour being before 9 o'clock. So,
I mean, that's also technically true. But let's start with Miami, Ohio State first. That one kind of, I know where there were talks that Miami was technically better with some of the players, none of us statistically. They were one of the controversial teams getting in. I did not think they were that controversial. There was clearly another team that we had a problem with that we'll talk about later. But they pretty much handled Ohio State pretty easily. So what do you guys think about that game?
No, it's not all talk at once. I thought Patrick was getting ready to say something, so I was waiting.
Oh, well, I mean, I think Miami played really well. I thought that, especially in the first half, Carson Beck looked really good. He was doing something. It's a second straight game that he's actually not been turning the ball over, because a lot of Miami's struggles have been when Carson Beck hasn't been taking care of the football. I think they've been a pretty good defensive team all season, but it was coming down to Carson Beck struggling, and he's looked more like the $4 million that he's getting through NIL, and he's looked really good in the last 2 games, and he's flipped the script on what people are talking about with Miami about whether they should get in versus now they've proven over 2 games that they're playing really well right now. I think they're a dangerous team to be facing, and all credit to Mario Cristobal and his staff. They had the guys prepared really well, and credit to the players. I thought they deserved to win against Ohio State. They were the much more physical team and made big plays on defense when they needed to, did just enough on offense. And really, it was more in the first half I thought that they were really good offensively than in the second half, but they did enough, and defensively they kept Ohio State at bay, barring that opening second half drive. So congratulations to the Hurricanes.
Ohio State made the adjustments at the half and shortened the game a little bit in the second half, but Miami, they wore them down too. I think Ohio State defense eventually just got worn out in that fourth quarter. Miami made a few good plays there. And Zach's not wrong about Ohio State's schedule, but that's a whole other thing there.
I mean, could you make a case that pretty much probably everybody's schedule's bad at this point?
Well, I mean,
I feel like that's what people were talking about with Miami's schedule.
True. A lot of it is that. And that's, I mean, y'all know where I stand on schedules. I'm not going into that again tonight. So it's just crazy that a lot of these SEC, Big Ten, and again, the ACC's right there too, I'm sure. But especially the SEC and Big Ten schedules, where majority, not always, not everything's not 100% of the time, but a lot of the time these guys are, they're playing the weaker to middle half of the teams in the conference. The problem is the conferences are so big now that it's easy for teams to mow through a schedule without it, with only 1 loss or 2 losses, because they're not really playing anybody within the top half of their conference. And if they do, and it's a loss, that it doesn't affect them that much because it's a quality loss against a high-ranked opponent that's also equally high-ranked and so forth and so on. I mean, it really just comes down to the conferences are too big now because they just kept adding. They added a lot of lesser teams to fill the coffers with more money. And they paid. I mean, people like Maryland, Nebraska, back in the day when these guys started moving into the Big Ten, and you had teams. I mean, even the ACC brought in some teams. I mean, why do we have Syracuse and Boston College in the ACC? I mean, it was ridiculous. But it's all a money grab. They give these guys big money, bring them in, and it just dilutes the schedules, and that's all it is. I mean, we would be better off with 10 8-team conferences that were competitive all the time than we are with 4 18-team conferences. So it is what it is. It's not going to change. So it's just going to get worse, actually.
Eric, what do you think?
Yeah, if you would have had Jeremiah Smith put up a monster game and Malachi Toney didn't really do much, you would definitely would have thought that Ohio State would have won that game. But outside of this one that just finished up, again, it's one of those that it's the team that's played more recent. Now, even then, it seemed like they played 3 weeks ago in the first round. But I know it's been more recent than what the college football, the first, the teams that have the first round by the last time they've played, it's been even longer, but it just seemed like forever ago since even the first round. But yeah, I mean, they did a good job. Ohio State did of shutting down Malachi Toney, who's the star. But yeah, Miami did what they needed to do, and I was surprised. I honestly thought Ohio State was going to win that game, but Miami's proved that they deserve to be in, and now they've won 2 already.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see with Georgia tonight. They've had the long layoff too. So Mississippi played last week, and again, we'll see. Outside of the anomaly that was the first game, or the last game we just watched, you're right. I mean, all these bye teams are just they're not prepared. They're not out. They're out of it. They're not in sync. They've been sitting around waiting, and they don't have any momentum at all.
Patrick, is this a helmet they've worn before? These are kind of cool.
Yeah, that's their Realtree helmet. Ole Miss has a partnership with Realtree. I don't know if that was through Kiffin or what, but they're really cool helmets though. This is, I think, the second or third time they've worn them. So
now, obviously, we know Indiana is really good, but also I've had to do part way, I believe, with who they got paired up against. Not saying that they couldn't have beat whoever else they would have played, but I think because they had a quote unquote easier game that they had to play coming off that longer stretch of a bye, obviously didn't affect them quite as much. The first series, they got sacked twice, Mendoza did, and they had to punt, but then after that, they figured it out. But I don't know if that had to do with who they end up playing or kind of what about that. But yeah, I was surprised but not surprised how bad that game ended up turning out to be, because I think pregame some of the analysts were, at least 2 of them, if not more, were all picking Alabama, and I think they only did that because of how last year's first top four all lost in their first game, and then the first 2 of this year's also lost, and so they're like, well, maybe we should go with Alabama. They played more recent. They had a good offensive attack against Oklahoma. Then again, Oklahoma, they only have 2 losses.
Yeah.
To Texas, and I forgot who else they lost to. Was it Alabama? No. Did they play? Yeah.
They beat Alabama the first time.
Yeah, they beat them.
They lost to Ole Miss.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, they lost to 2 really good teams, but then, yeah, they just didn't show up against Alabama. But
well, I was surprised that game was 0-0 for as long as it was, to be honest with you. I didn't get to watch a lot of the early part of the game. I texted you guys earlier. I was busy helping Rhonda with some stuff here, and we had the game on, but I was busy doing stuff, and I'd kind of step in and peek. I'm like, because it was it 0-0 then into the second quarter, wasn't it? I don't remember when the first score happened.
I know for Indiana, Alabama.
I thought it was 3-0.
I thought, yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Had,
I knew it was low. I knew it was low scoring. I couldn't remember if it was 0-0 or like 3-0 or whatever. But I was kind of surprised that it. But all these games have gotten off to slow starts. It seems like, and then it's just whoever gets rolling. So we'll see what Georgia does coming up. And like you said, Eric, I think a lot of those guys picked Alabama just because they're playing the odds that all of the bye week teams are going to be bad again.
I also think they did because of the virtue of the fact it's Bama.
True.
They just love picking Bama.
True.
It was 0-0, and then Indiana got a field goal on literally the first play in the second quarter.
Okay.
That's right, because the clock ran out before he could take the kick.
That's right. Okay.
Good call, Donnie.
So before we get into Alabama's worthiness in the playoff after that dismal performance, let's talk about what hats and drinks that we have. Since I completely forgot about that earlier, it's because of that e-driver person ruining everything.
E-driver disrupted the flow.
So, Patrick, we will start with you as you're eating.
Sorry, guys. I got hungry.
That's my fault.
Happy New Year to everybody, first of all, and shout out to the chat. Thanks for joining us, and especially on New Year's. Right tonight, I am drinking some sweet tea in a Yeti cup. And then I am wearing an Ole Miss hat by Nike. It's got their SIP logo on it, kind of in a white and Italy blue. Rooting for Ole Miss to beat Georgia tonight, but I am not hopeful that that's probably going to happen. But we'll see. It's a long game, and I hope it's just a good game at the very least. We could use a good one today. So,
yep,
that's what I got.
Okay. Donnie, how about you?
Well, shout out to Patrick for going with the color scheme. I don't know if he's got an insider at Ole Miss that told him what the color scheme was going to be for tonight, the white and baby blue, but that's a good combination there for Ole Miss. I love when they play the powder blues out, or within the powder blue theme there. But anyway, I've got my Old Fort support local baseball hat. This was my first hat of the day for this year. I'm going to do my best to try and do 365 days of hats because I missed some here and there. I'm going to try to be consecutive. We'll see. I don't know. I may not stick to my themes that I've done on my Monday through Fridays as well. It's just going to be today's hat for each day. Can't
wait for minor league Thursday.
Where I can, I'll stick to those. But anyway, I thought to start off the year, the fact that we were going to get on here tonight too, just wanted to start with Old Fort, and they're a good sponsor for us, and Logan's a great guy, so I figured I would just drop this one on for tonight. And then as far as what I'm drinking, this is one that I picked up yesterday at Myrtle Beach from Grand Strand Brewing, and they didn't have it on tap anymore, but it was a taproom exclusive, and it's Grandma's spiked pecan pie. So looking forward to seeing how this is. An imperial stout, 8%. So we'll give this a try and see how it is. And
that was better effort than the other day.
Absolutely.
It was still bad.
I'm still
but
bad.
It was a better effort.
Yeah, but I'm trying. I'm learning. So yeah, that's pretty good there, though. Good little pecan flavor on the back end of that one. So,
Mr. Bum, how about you?
Me? I'm not the bum. I'm not Hunter Yurchek.
That's what your name has. Your name
I like that right under Eric's chin, though, it says "is a bum." So it's like Eric is a bum.
Johnny, does Melinda resign to the fact that the Alabama Crimson Tide should not have been in the playoffs? Is that why she's okay that they got that beat down pretty bad? Anyway, so today I'm wearing the Richmond Flying Squirrels. It's their, I guess now, old lettering. I got this tritone hat, black brim, white front panel, red on the back. On a pretty good discount, I think, for Black Friday. I got a chance to get out to Richmond, not quite final weekend of the season. I think the second to last week they played to see the diamond before they got a new ballpark here this coming year. So glad to get out there, take in a game. I was actually supposed to go to 2 games, but unfortunately my flights caused me not to get to one of them, but at least I still got a chance to see the game on that Sunday. And then on that Monday, I ended up and got a chance to see the Washington Nationals play. So a lot of fun getting up there. But yeah, I got the Richmond Flying Squirrels FS hat, and I just have water today. Phil, who you talking about? We weren't quite about anything. We should still have been in. The only reason why Alabama was in is because what my name says. Hunter Yurachek is the AD of Arkansas. His team got blasted by Notre Dame this year. He should not be running the college football playoff committee. You should have the CEO of Pampers or Big Ballpoint Pens running that, as long as they have no affiliation to any teams. We should not have anybody affiliated with any team, especially a SEC AD, and they're running this whole thing because he put in a team that shouldn't have been in there. And no, we weren't quiet after Bama beat Oklahoma because we knew as soon as that would happen, they would get blasted by Indiana, which happened. So they shouldn't have been in. And after this game plays, we're going to have one SEC team left, the winner of this game. The rest of the SEC sucks. There's no reason that they should have had 5 teams in. And Hunter Yurachek, you're a bum.
So my hat today is the can't really follow that, the Battle Creek Battle Jacks.
Yeah, I wish Polly was here to clip that.
Right, the Battle Creek Battle Jacks, and of course they're from the Northwoods League. I like the hats that got the league logos on them. Same at some here. Point.
Yep.
One of my stops, one of my new parks for, I guess I could say last year now. Really enjoyable time.
That's a great hat.
Yeah, plus it's like actually fits well, so that's even the best part. I'm trying to think who it's not.
Hey, that's the game. That's the game.
Yeah. I'm starting to come around on game hats a lot. So
that's my favorite type of stretch fit hat is the game. Is that an XL?
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can wear, the biggest size that they have.
Good for you.
All that hair he's got.
Pretty much. If I ever shave my head, I'll be curious if my hat size goes down or not. But
I'm sure it would.
We'll see. So, we already got Eric's feelings all about Alabama making it in. We don't really need to talk about that game. We've already kind of discussed everything. Do we have anything to talk about with Texas Tech, Oregon? Because I think people are jumping on Texas Tech about, they didn't score any points. But if you watch Texas Tech all year, their weakness is their quarterback. That's the one person that you have to stop for to have a chance. So when they're able to have the turnovers and you have their defense out there, their defense is really good, but they're not susceptible to tiring. That's going to happen.
Well, the part that gets me isn't it called like the Matador Collective or whatever it is of their boosters that I guess is under the Texas Tech name now due to that ruling that happened in June, but I thought that, like, with all the money that they're investing across sports and everything, of all the places where you would have like a weakness, it's hard to believe that it would be quarterback. But here we go. That seems like a flawed thing when you're blessed to have as many people donating money as they are, up above and beyond the $20.5 million that the teams can directly pay players. But yeah, I mean, Oregon dominated. I mean, I think Donnie, it was either you or Eric that said it, but like big shout out to Oregon's defense. I thought that they were huge today. And we hear a lot about Oregon scoring a lot of points, but you don't hear a whole lot about their defense all the time. So big shout out to Oregon's defense. And they looked good today and they deserved to win. And credit to Dan Lanning and his staff for putting in a good game plan, because I don't think a lot of people I know I wasn't thinking a whole lot about Oregon going into this game. I actually picked Texas Tech to win.
Me too.
Because I really believed in what Texas Tech had been doing. But Oregon showed why they're up where they are perennially. I mean, no matter who the coach is, they always seem to get good players. And
well, they capitalize on mistakes.
Yep.
And that's what you have to do, because not to diminish what you said about Oregon's defense, because they did play good, but Texas Tech's offense was so bad that they made Oregon's defense look better, because they gave up so many it was 4 or 5 turnovers in that game. Every time you turn around, Texas Tech's threatening to score, and then they throw an interception or fumble the ball. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, and both teams had chances to either to score.
Yeah,
and Texas Tech didn't take their chances to make it a close game, and then Oregon at the same time, kind of like what Zach's talking about, they missed a chance to blow the game wide open, even though they still won 23-0. They had a chance to really make it, a blowout.
Well, I don't even know who's going to win this game, but I can tell you right now, out of the 4 teams that are going to be advancing, Oregon's already number 4 in that list. Despite whoever wins this game is going to be better than Oregon right now.
Do you think I could see Georgia? I wouldn't necessarily say Ole Miss. And what Zach's saying, I mean, they've already played each other, and Indiana did win that game. It was in Eugene, but I don't know. I know Oregon didn't look great, but they shut out Texas Tech. I'm hopeful that it'll be a pretty good game. Obviously, we want to get a more competitive game because we haven't really had any yet. But I don't know. I wouldn't say. I mean, I very well could see Indiana win again because they looked really good. But Oregon, since they've already played each other and it's Dan Lanning, I know they always seem to choke in the playoffs, but I don't know. I feel like Oregon will give them a better test. Now, again, that doesn't mean they're going to win and beat Indiana. Real quick, I wanted to ask on Johnny's comment. So I think I only have one of the caps. Patrick, there's Cap X and then Cap America. Is that right?
Correct. And they're separate brands.
What is what is the one I have? Cap America.
Cap America. They've shown up in the Cape Cod League for a few teams. And in a few teams in the NECBL as well.
What about the Prospect League? Is that because I just got a hat and I can't remember which one it is now. I can't remember if it's Cap X or Cap America.
Probably Cap X.
Okay.
And then Cap X is obviously anyone that went to the Curb Rim Media Meetup with Chicago Dogs. There's a lot of Cap X, and the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals and all of them have started using Cap X brands. Donnie, you would know this better than I would. Is it the on-field?
Yeah.
Are the on-field hats that they're doing? Oh, sorry. I guess Zephyr is the on-field. But then,
you talking about for the bananas and all?
Yeah.
I think they're still using Zephyr for the on-field, but they do have a lot of Cap X
some of the new teams, like the Firemen, I think is who I'm thinking.
They may be transitioning.
Okay, because I know the Firemen had on-field caps that were Cap X.
Well, I think a lot of teams that I've seen that were Zephyr, like where they were heavy Zephyr, seem to be switching to Cap X. I don't know what Zephyr's got going on that they're losing to Cap X, but there seems to be a lot of teams that are transitioning from Zephyr to Cap X.
Yeah.
And the Cap X hats that I've gotten are, Johnny's right, they're sneaky good. They're very comfortable. They're very good fit. Really good hats.
Yeah. And I actually think Cap America is pretty solid too. For their flex fit hats. I mean, I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, so the one CapEx hat I have, I definitely favor the Chicago Dogs, like you said earlier. But yeah, really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So with Oregon and Indiana, my thoughts on that real quick. Yes, Indiana did go in to Eugene and beat them, but I don't know, with rematches, you never know. Lanning will probably have a game plan to get that. I mean, I don't even think they need the motivation to beat to play Indiana again.
Do you think the location plays in Indiana's favor though?
Is this the Citrus Bowl?
They are.
Or is it the Fiesta? Which one's the Fiesta Bowl?
So Indiana and Oregon's the Peach Bowl in Atlanta.
Yeah. So they're going to have to. They're both going to be playing in Atlanta. Okay. So does that is the other one the Fiesta Bowl? I guess because that's the next one. Okay. So you'll have
that's
Miami.
Arizona, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have Miami and whoever wins this one. So I mean, I don't know that it matters. I mean, Oregon doesn't. Their fan base just had to come all the way to Miami. Are they going to turn around and go all the way to Atlanta again? Probably not. They're not going to have a lot of support. Not that it necessarily matters if you have a lot of support. I just don't know if, as you get deeper, does that neutral site having fan support matter?
Well, I mean, you've got. Well, I mean, both fan bases are going to have this issue because, I mean, Indiana had to go out to Pasadena.
Right.
And then come back. And then, I would think it's more of an advantage for Oregon because a lot of those fans could just go to Miami to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Just spend some time there.
Well, but I think it's I slightly disagree. I think it's good for Indiana because the novelty of them being in the playoff. Even if someone did go to Pasadena, if there's someone that missed out on Pasadena, they might make the trip to Atlanta. Yeah. I expect it to be a pro Indiana crowd.
Absolutely.
Certainly in Atlanta. And I think if they make it to Miami, I could see the same thing if it's not the Hurricanes.
If Oregon is going from the West Coast to East Coast,
I'm not even saying it because of that. I'm just saying
we're on the same wavelength. We're on the same wavelength.
Well, it's a 7:30 game, so I mean that kind of negates the travel.
I mean,
well, I am saying it because they're all having to congregate to the East Coast.
But
I'm not worried about the time's not part of that, but because I think if this game was in Arizona, then the advantage swings to Oregon is all I'm trying to say, because then there's a little bit more support that they would have there versus coming all the way to Atlanta. Vice versa, Miami and Georgia or Ole Miss, they're going to travel anywhere. So,
and then if you do a flight simulator, you can put it at so many knots.
I will say this though, I am absolutely glad that the winner of this game tonight and Miami aren't going to end up in the Peach Bowl in their own backyards.
I think I felt that was almost by design, but I guess it's really not. I think it's just the way it fell.
Yeah.
Well, if Miami ends up beating the winner of this game and they have basically a home game, then let's say Indiana wins, being the top team undefeated, 14-0, going to basically play an away game. Do you think, I know we're looking ahead, but how much do you think that affects them then?
Well, I think it's if Miami does win the semifinal, I think it's an advantage to them regardless of who goes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing in your home stadium. I mean, that's where you play your games. So, familiarity with the environment, knowing how the field plays, I think it's going to be an advantage regardless of who it is.
And I know it's a long way to get to this point and may not happen, but if Miami plays for the national championship in their home stadium and the 49ers end up in the Super Bowl in their home stadium, how wild is that both of those would happen in the same season?
So you're saying I should parlay both of those bets to happen and see if I can make some good money off of it?
It's worth a bet. If you do that sort of thing, it's worth a bet. I mean, that's not something that I've even contemplated happening. I don't know that it's ever been a situation where it's close enough that it could happen.
Well, no, we finally had the NFL. Who played in their home stadiums?
Tampa did.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was there.
That's right. But otherwise, we've never had it happen. So where it could potentially happen for both college and, well, because who else, though, college-wise, would ever play at any of these type of stadiums?
UCLA.
At least for another year.
I'm sorry, what, Virgil?
At least for another year.
Right. And then, Arizona State, I don't know how close they'd be to Tempe, but I know that's not their home stadium.
It's certainly an anomaly that the championship game is just going to end up in Miami, and that Miami is actually back to being good after so many years of not being good at that same time.
So you're telling me this is an ACC conspiracy?
No.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
Well, and I would say with Miami, I'm not going to call them an elite program again yet from 2 games.
No.
I mean, it's I think they're an inconsistent team because there were still plenty of games this year against perceived lesser opponents where they barely came away.
Yeah,
with
if
a
they
win.
weren't inconsistent, then they would have been in the ACC championship game, and the
Right.
whole scenario would have been
Right.
a whole different scenario than it ended up being.
Sure.
And I think I texted you guys earlier. We were talking about the teams that had the bye. To some extent, Miami had the advantage of getting their bye before everybody else because they didn't have to play in the conference championship, and then they had to play a first round game. So it's like they got the early bye and then had the momentum carried from playing last week.
I could see either one of these teams giving Miami a lot of trouble. Obviously, Georgia possibly more so, but even with, I don't really know Ole Miss that well in terms of their defense, but I think their offense with Kwan Lacey and Trinidad Chambliss is pretty good offense. I just don't know much about their defense.
The defense is the concern about them, ironically. I mean, Pete Golding, if you look statistically where they rank in the nation, I mean, I don't know if they're the worst in the CFP, but they're close. This is not a team known for shutting out teams. I think the one good game they really played this year, not that it means much at this point, was against LSU. I thought Ole Miss played very well defensively against LSU, but against a lot of teams, they've been a real average defense. They actually had a much better defense last year than they did this year. They lost a lot of big names to the draft before this season.
And that head coach wanted to go play for that team that you dominated?
You what?
And you're saying that head coach wanted to go play for the team that you would think if they would have got beat pretty bad by the team, he's like, oh, I want to go over there instead. But if your team beats them pretty bad, you wouldn't think he'd go join that team that got beat bad.
It's like I need to go help these boys out.
It's like the opposite of Kevin Durant, right?
Right.
It's like the opposite of Kevin Durant. Well, I beat him, but now I'm going to join him. But I think it has to do more with, as you all three know, it has to do more with, I guess, perceived pedigree of a college job than.
Well, that's funny that you bring that up because I heard him talking today about the perceived, the fact that the last 2 years everybody's perceived Indiana as not being a good football team. Okay, yeah, they had a lot of years of bad, but they're pretty damn good last 2 years. I mean, even Saban said it this morning. He's like, his buddies are like, "Oh, Alabama, they should roll over Indiana. They're a basketball school." It's like, are you not paying attention to what these guys are doing? And that I get it. I fall into it sometimes too, but I also try not to look at. I don't care, and I mean, y'all have heard me say this. I don't care what your pedigree is. I don't care that Alabama's been great for all these years or Georgia's consistently this or what are you doing this year? What have you done this past year? And so go ahead here.
So I was going to say, so are you talking to Hunter Yurchek then? What have you done this year? What'd you do last year? Nothing.
Right.
The best thing that Hunter Yurchek did this year is hire Ryan Silverfield. That is the single biggest accomplishment for Arkansas football this year.
But even then, are we out and we don't know how good that's going to, which a lot of people aren't happy about it.
Well, I was going to say the one thing he got is that Ryan Silverfield, in one of his first conversations with an Arkansas booster, apparently it earned the football program a really big check. So,
well, I know they have Tyson brand there, and they got Walmart and stuff. I don't know if Walmart does anything, but I know Tyson, they're big supporters and boosters. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Isn't Jerry also Jerry Jones?
Probably.
He's got Arkansas connections. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty big booster from what I remember. Donnie, you roll with that crowd. Is that
no? I'm not part of the Arkansas oil gang.
Well, I didn't necessarily mean in terms of the oil crowd. I just meant a lot of money. But
no, Jerry dissed me at a dinner one time, and I just was like, I'm done with you, dude.
Donnie's above Tyson chicken.
That's right.
It's like that's below me.
Yeah, I'm.
Listen, I don't even make Donnie's Rolodex. I got lost in the trash somewhere.
What I was going to circle back to something I was going to get to earlier when we were talking about the potential matchup between Georgia and Miami or Mississippi and Miami. I think the narrative, like we said earlier, that Carson Beck going against Georgia is kind of like the sneaky good story for TV. I don't know that it's a good thing for Carson Beck. I don't know that it's a good thing for Miami, because I think he personally is the kind of person that would get so wrapped up in that to try to show them that he's better than that, and that and why he left, that it'll just implode on him. I don't think that I think Miami would do better against Mississippi for that very reason. I think Carson Beck will just absolutely mess all of that up, trying to do more than he should to try and show them that he's better than they thought he was.
Well, I didn't say it was going to benefit him. I'm just saying it's going to make a storyline out of it.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely going. That would be the entire storyline. Game day will talk about that for hours. They'll have stories about it. They'll have all kinds of, they'll have a mini 30 for 30 of Carson Beck and his NIL deal and going to Miami, and they'll do some kind of stupid shit like that. And again, the other thing is, I don't know if you guys know who Steve-O is, but he is absolutely a young, like, strung out Steve-O when you see him doing an interview.
I'm sorry, are you referencing Steve-O from the Jackass franchise?
Absolutely. That is exactly what he
So,
looks
by the
like.
way,
He looks like a strung out Steve-O when he's doing an interview.
So out of the four of us, you would have been like the last person I would expect to say that. So, props for you.
Well, I like the way he pronounced it. It's not Steve-O, it's Steve-O.
Steve-O.
Yeah. And credit to Steve-O. He's got his shit together, and he's pretty funny now that he's sober. And
I'm glad he's
for a lot of
clean.
years.
I'm glad
he's very clean. He was always a nut, and he still is. But I'm glad he straightened his shit up too. Because I always liked him.
Patrick, what year is Kawan Lacey?
Kawan Lacey, I believe, is a senior.
Okay, because he's there. I mean, it's only 3-0, but they're looking fine.
They're moving the football. They're moving the football. And I feel like George has gotten away with a few, I don't know. I feel like George
grabbed his jersey.
Yeah, and there's no flag.
Nope.
Then I remembered who they're playing. So
was this graphic I just saw? Were they saying Trinidad Chambliss was with Ferris State?
Yep.
And won the national championship.
He was. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Went from Ferris State. I think he had more people in one game, for an Ole Miss home game than he had the whole season at Ferris State.
Probably, yeah.
So that's like you said, that's kind of crazy to think about. That
see, Eric, that's why you need to watch D2 football, because you never know who's going to come up and lead a team to the playoffs.
What other championships are left that haven't been played yet?
So we have FCS championship, which is on Monday, and then the D3 championship. And we're still picking both of those. Yes.
Okay.
Are we doing a live stream for the FCS championship?
I think it's gonna be over.
Is it gonna be over by then?
Let me see what time that game starts.
Because we might have to have a on the break even podcast, we might have to turn a profit that night.
No, that's a 6:30 game, so we will probably be we'll be during that.
We'll be catching the tail end of that game.
Well, can we come with the break even sports turn a profit edition?
He can be a special guest star.
Well, no, like I said, we turned a profit this night, so
I mean, we can if he is welcome to join on Mondays.
He's like, no, I'm good.
He can get also starring credit or something like that.
Well, we don't really do like our intro is a countdown, so we don't have a nice. We should think about doing an opening intro video for Break Even.
Yeah, that's Ed's department. If I knew how to do that, I probably would. But that's Ed's department.
And then make a special one for if Eric ever does decide to come on, featuring a profit.
Well, that's what he had on here, because he did one where he had Sellers and then he never showed, so then he had to remove him out of the intro and then added the producer.
Yeah, hopefully nobody else leaves between now and then where he has to redo it.
Sometimes I'll see our videos on YouTube and I just start them just so I can hear our intro.
Oh yeah,
he could probably choose to do a few different pictures, but
Phil, the Yemeni Rock Paper Scissors Championship is on Saturday. I would not be surprised if Virgil had that on his calendar to not miss it.
That was last week, dude. Man, how do you not know that?
Oh, see.
I was talking to you, Donnie. Phil knew.
Oh, I thought you were telling Phil. Sorry.
No,
I figured you were on top of things like that.
no. Honestly, I have been too busy watching the Africa Cup of Nations more than
Yeah.
anything right now.
So, Eric, I know you'll get this one, but Joe brought up Carson Beck again. Do you think if Georgia wins this game, that it would be part of a game plan to give the Cavender twins a like a box seat?
Well, first of all, I don't know. Is he still with Hannah?
I don't think so.
No,
And then,
no,
and then
like
Haley's,
shortly after he
Didn't she leave Miami?
and then Haley's with Ferguson and with the Dallas
Ferguson and
Cowboys.
Dallas.
But you're saying Georgia would do that to troll
Yeah.
him? That'd
Yeah.
be kind of funny, yeah.
Well, because wasn't that the one shortly after he got to Miami that they had a fairly messy breakup type thing, and then
Yeah, they
because he originally transferred to Miami for her.
right, yeah, which
What?
is
Well, that and $4 million, but that didn't hurt.
I mean,
And don't forget the $4 million.
Yeah,
yeah,
I was gonna say that didn't.
That's
That
a
didn't
secondary thing.
why
yeah,
would you
that didn't-
transfer
that
to a
certainly didn't hurt,
school
but
for a girl? Don't worry, with $4 million. Is there already the second intermission?
Oh, look at E Driver bringing in the Latino culture here.
Is it
All
already
right.
a second intermission? Is that why he's
It
back
prob-
on here?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, because it's been 45 minutes. So, yeah, that's probably enough to play the second period.
E-Driver, Beck met Latinas in Miami, and the rest is history.
by the way, who is this person?
I don't know. They only comment like every 2 months or so.
Well, I mean, we got the 4 people here who actually show up for stuff.
I think it's one of those gamers on Twitch that keeps
Wow.
chiming in.
Look at that. A kicking game actually working.
Exactly.
Wow, Eric's impressed by a working kicking game.
No, that was actually like a 50-some yard field goal. It was
Yeah, I was
pretty
gonna
good.
say Carnero.
Oh, he
Car-
hit that from 6.
Carnero
but
is a
that
good.
thing's-
Yeah. Like he's a good kicker.
So why do you I mean, I know you can like multiple teams because I do, but why would you do both LSU and Ole Miss? It's not like I like
Ole Miss. So Ole Miss is more for the colors, honestly.
okay. It's not
It's-
like I
the
like
Italy
Oklahoma
blue.
State
It's the
and
Italy blue.
KU in the same. I'm just
And
kidding.
well, it's not a
I was waiting to see who he was going to put next to Notre Dame since they're not in a conference.
No,
It's not like I
put
like
KU.
Notre Dame and
No,
Oh.
KU and Oklahoma State in the same conference.
right.
And honestly, I got interested in Ole Miss after Lane got there, just because I'm always fascinated by Lane, good or bad, and I kind of liked what he was doing, and I really wished he would have stayed in Oxford because, I thought what he had there was a good thing for him, and certainly for the team. I mean, it was good to see them competing, but then it blew up, and I'm like, now both teams, my real number one team being LSU, and I'm like, man, someone will see me wearing both LSU and Ole Miss stuff, and they're gonna say, "Do you not know what a rivalry is?" And I'm like, see, but I'm not from. I mean, let's face it, I'm not like I didn't go to school at either place, and I didn't grow up in a football household, so I probably am that other guy that doesn't understand the concept of a rivalry like people who grew up in it did. So
What so you'd mentioned earlier, and I meant to ask you. You said that was Italy blue.
that's the Pantone color that that Nike uses.
What's
is
the
what the-
difference between that and Honolulu blue that the Lions use?
I don't know.
It looks similar-ish.
It looks similar, yeah, and it's probably something just
It's
for
probably
the
8%
program
less
to kind of
yellow.
tell it apart. Because like what'd you say?
I said it's probably 8% less yellow in the blue.
Probably, but yeah.
I should know because I was in 21 years in the printing business dealing with
Well,
Pantone colors.
And by the way, like I just know like when you buy things for like for them, they always call it Italy blue, but I mean, I'm more like you, Donnie. I would probably call it a powder blue, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's
using
the
I'm
simplest.
using the Nike one because I think this is more a Nike specific color that they can use, because you know how Nike has to have their own proprietary color to kind of make sure it's on Nike products. Because if you buy like 47 or other things of Ole Miss, it's more of a classic powder blue, not
Yeah.
this color blue.
Shit,
But
what a catch.
that was a great catch.
That's a fantastic catch.
The sad part about Ole Miss, moving the ball like they have is they've only got 6 points to show for it. So that's a great catch, though. Wow.
That was a hell of a throw.
Phil, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, neither of them have really. I mean, Indiana's never been there, and I don't really know. Ole Miss probably hasn't really either. So I don't care either way because I like sometimes just getting in teams that haven't been there. So
Yeah.
I mean, if it was an Indiana Ole Miss national championship, I'm fine with it. Oregon, I mean, haven't played or they haven't won a national championship. They've always been there, but always seem to lose in the playoffs. But I don't mind either one of those teams. I just think I like these helmets, as I was telling Patrick, but Indiana's uniforms were just boring and it was just the exact opposite of Alabama's. I'm like, what is this uniform matchup?
Yeah.
And then where Oregon could have done literally anything, my brother goes, go ahead and you have green in your team colors and don't wear a single green color.
They were the black and gray and white.
Black and gray, and then Texas Tech was black. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We should be in the playoffs using these unique matchups like the Minnesota and who was that? New Mexico or whoever they played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm with you, Eric. Go ahead, Donnie. I'm sorry.
I was I love the nostalgia of the Indiana story, and I'd love to see a team that just had so many years of nothing just win a national champion. Just for a different story. Like if it's Ole Miss, that's fine. If Georgia's in, I don't want Georgia to win. I'd rather Ole Miss or Indiana, and I'm not going to be a homer for ACC for Miami, but Miami is a good story too. The only reason I'd like to see the Miami story is I want to see what Michael Irvin does if Miami wins, because he's already lost his mind the last two games to begin with, and that's crazy in itself. But ultimately, if I had to pick one team right now, I'd love to see Indiana win it. I think Cignetti is a good coach. I like him, and I think that the story is a great story.
See, Indiana, I don't like him. I don't know him, obviously, but I don't really care for him as a person or as a coach. But because the team themselves haven't been there, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see them go. But I don't know. I haven't really cared about him.
I do think it would be funny too, though, for Ole Miss with Lane leaving to go and win it.
And he wants that. Like obviously he's still rooting for his team and everything.
Yeah.
But it would be funny. And was it one of you asking would he get a ring?
I think I said that, yeah.
Which I would assume he would because he got them to the playoffs.
Sure.
Didn't coach them through it, but got them at least to that point.
The thing is, do you technically get the ring or does it count on your record? I mean, because he's not coaching them in the playoffs, so does it get listed as Lane Kiffin, coached or won a national championship because he didn't win it? I mean, I think he gets the ring. I don't think he gets the notoriety of having it beside his name.
Well, for me, that's kind of a moot point because he's going to claim it.
Well, he can claim it, yeah. I mean, like if you're filling out your resume, are you not going to say that you weren't part of a team that could? That you made contributions to a team that won a championship. I'm not saying go all George O'Leary or anything like that. Right.
But I am saying to like, I mean, you would want to take some credit for getting them to the position where they were.
Yeah, but I mean, in a few years, you're like, Lane Kiffin's won one national championship with Ole Miss. Like, really? Did he?
I mean, it would be questioned. Yeah, I mean,
that's the ultimate.
And I'm sure these players are going to say, "No, you didn't."
Exactly.
But but by the way, I'm with Phil. I'm either Indiana or Ole Miss is kind of what I would go. I would be happy with either one. I just kind of laugh at how different Pete Golding is to Lane Kiffin. It's like you went from one type of person to a completely different type of person. But I like how Pete's just kind of like one goes to hot yoga. That might be Pete Golding might be the last person that you'd ever see at hot yoga.
See Bob Stoops with his visor.
Yes. That may be the one thing that they have in common is the visor. Because didn't Lane always wears a visor too?
Yeah.
Does it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Well, see, Marcus Freeman never wears a hat except when they played against USC and it was raining really heavy, he put on a hat
Well, that's
during
because
that
he's
game. But
yeah, that's because he's the most Marcus Freeman's the most marketable head coach in America.
well, have you seen the clothes he wears on the sidelines? It's his exclusive. Like they don't even make it. They have variations of it available for fans, but everybody's like, bro, let fans buy this stuff. So anytime he's out there and has like on a sweatshirt or something, there's like a all white with just a bright gold, like 4-leaf clover or whatever he's wearing. That's his exclusive merch
cool.
that they had just for him. And they don't have any for the fans, which everybody kind of hates, but yeah, he has his own. But yeah, he's not one that, and not all coaches do, but he's not one that, ooh, nice fake out.
That was a nice fake out.
Wow. What a fake out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not one that wears a hat, except like I said, he did in the USC game just because it was pouring down rain, but normally he doesn't.
Well, Clemson does the same thing. They have their sideline apparel that Dabo and the coaches wear. And because Dabo always wears that block C hat, the orange hat with the white block C. And I cannot find that hat. They do not sell that hat. They don't make it available anywhere.
I looked for that.
I've seen cheap snapbacks trying to emulate it, but it's not the same. I want the freaking Nike hat. I want the Nike hat that he wears, and you can't get it.
Because I looked for that one year just to see if I could find it, and I couldn't find it on any of the sites.
And a lot of the hoodies that they wear, like they wore one for the military appreciation this year that you can't buy. And I'm like, come on.
I know that they're not in the college football playoff, but Phil, you could probably relate to this. There was one, I think it was for the bowl game for South Carolina. There was a hoodie that they were wearing, and it was like one shade of the. I don't want to get the shade, the color shade wrong, for South Carolina. What shade do
garnet.
They call it?
Is it garnet?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's one garnet, and then Fanatics tried to make the same hoodie.
Yeah.
And on there, I mean, you put them side by side, they're not even remotely the same. Like it's like this deep maroon.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you're trying to get that same hoodie and you're trying to get it from Fanatics, and it's like they're not even trying to make it look the same. They just it looks one way on the website and you get it. It's like, nope, no, it's not.
Yeah, you're like, that's more Central Michigan or Arizona State than it is Gamecocks. Yeah.
Yes.
I saw it live, but they just showed a replay. That pump fake, goodness, that was pretty nasty.
That was.
At least it's a good game so far.
Yeah, I think it took a lot of these teams, Ohio State and them. Ohio State kind of started to come back a little bit, but all these other teams, they were just out of it the entire time. It took about a quarter, but now that they've kind of got their feet back under them, Georgia's starting to. So we'll see how this. I'd be curious to see how this rest of the second quarter plays out.
Yep. Yeah, and Zach, I have looked on campus. I've checked all of the stores at Clemson, and I can't. I mean, that's where I do get my official baseball hats. Although Nike actually has the Clemson hats, except for the one that I want, they keep selling out of it, which is the purple with the orange brim. And when I went up for the Bananas game, of course, it's the end of the year. That's the one they didn't have in my size. They had all other sizes except my size. So
Eric and I have Kansas Curve hats.
That's right. Is it? Why don't get a bigger head?
He still hasn't gotten small hats. These kids have got small heads. They're how's my head?
We got that tritone that people try to tell us is a Clemson hat. I'm like, no, it's a Kansas Curve hat.
Oh, okay, I got you now. Well, I'm still waiting on my purple ICT hat, but that hasn't shown up either.
Well, he hasn't said anything about. He said at one point he'd have the smaller sizes. And Virgil, I need to if they see, and that's the thing, they're getting new, or I don't know if they're getting new uniforms this year, but I really like the lavender pinstripes.
Ooh,
but if they happen to have any of the hats available for sale again, Virgil, I don't know if you'd be interested. It's lavender and it says like a darker purple ICT across it. That if they become available, like if you wanted one, I could try to grab. And I was going to get one for Donnie, but he has only had larger sizes when he had them available for resale. So,
and see, I want that hat so that for my 2026 billboard Fly Wichita picture, I can be wearing that hat.
Yeah,
2026, where you're not coming to Wichita at all. That 2026.
But I'm still going to submit a picture for the Fly Wichita.
Not if you don't come here.
you had me at purple, by the way, so like I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I could go if you want. I could go grab it just in the other
Change
room.
change his from the producer to Prince.
Purple Rain.
The symbol. We had to come up with a symbol for the producer. The unpronounceable symbol.
Going back to can Kiffin claim the national championship for Ole Miss? You think if Ole Miss wins the national championship, he's going to crash the trophy celebration?
Yes,
absolutely.
With Governor Landry, because of all the LSU assistants that are on Ole Miss's staff at the moment.
Governor Landry, or are you talking about his daughter Landry?
Both. Both. Good point.
Is that what he calls her, the governor?
Lady Governor.
But also to answer the question about Indiana or Ole Miss, clearly Indiana, because Ole Miss does claim 3 national championships. Now, of course,
so the Kiffin thing would just be another stretch for them. Okay,
right. So of course, all these national championships were when none of us were alive except for Donnie. So,
and going back to the NCAA baseball hats, I have not yet gotten one, but I need to. Wichita State switched to Nike July 1st, and of last year. It was weird to say, but Donnie and I didn't go look for the hats. They said they potentially had them. We didn't go look for them, but
yeah, we didn't go to the main store.
I have both of the what we call the Flying W and then the Baseball Woo in Under Armour, but I don't really care for the way those fit. So I want to get Nike, but then I didn't realize until I got the Kansas Curve Clemson hat that
he reined in the snap and still threw a dime.
The
what a throw.
The Nike hat, I got too big of a size, so I'll have to kind of look at those a little more because I didn't realize Nike was a larger size fit.
Can you tell me if you find the Woo-Shock, the Woo-Shock hat in
the Baseball Woo?
Baseball Woo, yeah.
Okay.
And I know, Patrick, you probably know this better, but I've never liked Under Armour hats at all, the fit, the look, or anything. Do any of you guys care for any Under Armour stuff? I don't like any of their gear.
I don't think
golf shirts. I have some golf shirts. I do like the golf shirts.
I used to have some of the like when what was the name of that league? The Expedition League used to use Under Armour hats.
Mm-hmm.
And those they fit really deep, but then they had like a deep fit, but then the college ones, like I tried on a Wichita State one and they were really, really shallow. I don't know. Like I tried on about 6 of them at the bookstore that Eric was nice enough to take me to, and I hated the fit.
That's what awful. Donnie. That's where we went.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've just never been a big fan. There's not a lot of Under Armour hats that I've tried to get because most of the teams that I've been a fan of or the hats that I've liked, they're not part of Under Armour, so it's never been a thing. But to me, they've always just looked bad. Like even for the teams that I'm not a fan of that were Under Armour teams.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got a Wisconsin one.
The Gamecocks are Under Armour.
I was not happy with it.
Right. The Gamecocks are Under Armour, and it's not the fact that I don't care for the Gamecocks. It's just when I see Gamecock merchandise all over Columbia, it all just looks like blah. Like if I was a Gamecock fan, I would hate that these were my options.
Yeah. So what do you think of the Under Armour apparel?
Yeah, because you're a Gamecock guy. Is there any that you like, Phil?
And to answer Phil's question, so when I leave my wife after I win the lottery, I'm definitely not splitting the lottery with her.
Really don't have anything to say for that.
What? What?
But guys, we're talking.
Well, I hope you'll think of us though.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna make this show worldwide.
There you go.
That's right.
Well, speaking of, we were talking about Under Armour and fits. Do you know what's also not a good fit?
What's
Doug
that?
Gottlieb.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gottlieb Watch. Eric, stop ruining that for me. My gosh.
You asked the question. Do
I
you
do
not want
ask
me
the
to answer?
No, I don't
real-
want you to answer. That's the
Okay.
bit.
And real quick, Phil said he has several. They're okay, not great. Just to put a bow on that one. Anyway,
You know who's also okay and not great? Welcome to Gottlieb Watch.
there you go. That was a perfect
So,
segue.
so join me as I chronicle Doug Gottlieb's journey to 10 Division I wins. We are currently still at 4. So let's see how today's game went. So tonight's game was Purdue-Fort Wayne Mastodons. This was a road game for our Fighting Phoenix over at Fort Wayne. Current record was 8-7. Last year's record 19-13.
Sure.
One of the better teams in the Horizon League.
Is this the same Fort Wayne where Old Fort Baseball Co. is?
Yes, that very same one.
Old Fort Baseball. Big shout out to Old Fort, our sponsor.
And
Big
was this wasn't the former Ooey Pooey, was it?
No, that is IU Indy.
Okay.
This used to be IP.
Isn't that
FW.
where Kurt Signetti used to be the coach, or is that just IUP? Or is that the same thing?
I thought Signetti was James Madison.
Well,
He was,
before
but
that,
before that, he was at Elon. He was at IUP.
He was at Kent State.
he ran
Yeah,
he
I
ran
don't think
Twitter
IUP had
prior to
some-
James Madison.
You what?
He ran Twitter prior to James Madison.
He did. He did.
Nice.
Yeah, guy could do everything.
I
Yeah,
wish
and then he went
would,
and then IUP.
I wish it would go back to when he was there. What do you?
It is IUP, but it's IUP, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. So it's
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt this real quick, Virgil. I know you're trying to tell us how sucky he is, but
Mhm.
this early in the game, you know my thoughts on kicking. Would you have gone for 2 this early in the game?
No,
No.
I would have gone for the points.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead, Virgil.
And rookie head coach.
Hi to whoever's behind Donnie.
yeah.
That's Mrs. Mayor.
Hi, Miss Mayor.
I'm
Hi, Mrs.
Hello
Mayor.
to you. They saw you walk behind me. She's getting some ice for her drink. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Mr. Mayor.
Mrs. Mayor.
So Purdue Fort Wayne is a 7.5 point favorite. So as I always ask, did Doug Gottlieb and Green Bay win this game?
Did they win or did they cover or both?
Well, we
Both.
start with win, but
Well, we start with win.
No.
no, they
No.
didn't win this game.
No.
Okay. Did they cover?
No.
No.
Yes.
All right. Well, the correct answer, they won this game.
Oh,
Wow.
dang.
72-54. And this was not even close. At one point it was 23-8. They had the lead in the first half and just never let go of it. So nice turnaround for Gottlieb. So yes,
guess-
another.
I guess
Go ahead.
focusing on one job is beneficial for Wisconsin Green Bay.
Did you say this was this conference?
This is conference.
Wow.
Wow.
So this
What
is
about
conference win number 2.
Oh, okay. So what about the American Athletic Association conference opener yesterday? No? Okay.
I mean, congratulations for beating a team that lost to Alabama State. I mean,
You're welcome. Hey, that's the first time since 2021 Wichita State's won the conference opener.
really?
And it was on the road. Yeah. Dude,
Man.
this coach is not good. That's all I'll say.
It's not good. You don't want to change your name to he's a bum or something.
I mean, I could, but no. I've never liked him. Never thought we should have hired him, but whatever.
That's fair enough. Yeah, UAB's gone through a lot. They've gone through a lot of transition. So I don't know what to expect from them.
Also, speaking of American Conference, since Nick Holyfield is now in the minors, UAB's projected to finish like last or second to last in the American in baseball this year, which is surprising because they've been decent the last previous few years, weren't they? Or maybe not
Well,
last year, but the year before.
No,
Are you talking about friend of Donnie Wise, Nick Holyfield?
Mm-hmm.
It's my boy.
they were kind of
Donnie knows a guy.
they were kind of projected at the bottom 2 years ago when I
Leaving
saw
us in a hot car for
The
2
doors
hours.
locked.
Nick Holyfield.
Y'all had every option to walk down there with me.
And not getting the rest of us logo baseballs. Thanks.
Hey,
that Nick
Johnny's
Holyfield?
that UAB fan, not you guys.
I collect logo balls. You could have got a couple of them.
Well, we were
I
blazing.
got a couple.
Like
Exactly.
that sun was blazing down on that hot car while while you were hobnobbing with MLB prospects.
Once again, nobody locked you in.
I do need to go back there because I'm pretty sure they have ice cream helmets.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'd check that out.
And if you just bring it to Wichita, that'd be amazing. Thanks. You're the best, Virgil.
Am I going there this year? That's weird. I didn't remember saying that, but
Can you go to UAB before you come to Wichita?
I mean, I can look at their schedule.
Can you
and say,
please schedule everything that you're going to do around Eric's needs? Thank you.
Yes.
That's
Haven't you
like
learned
the
that by
first time
now?
That's come up.
You what?
Haven't you
That's
learned that by now?
I'm not surprised. I mean, that's definitely the way it works. So,
And yet he came to Columbia, South Carolina without my ICT hat. So there you go.
I told you he doesn't have the small sizes.
That's
Bro,
not
you
my
didn't-
problem.
You didn't even
That's not
give
my
me
problem.
You didn't even entertain me for a game in Columbia. So
That's not my fault.
it is.
at least he invites you to games.
It was an act
You-
of God.
You run that.
Insurance wouldn't have paid.
At least he invites you to games.
That's right.
Hey, you've been to a game. You've seen a game, so you can't be
Yeah,
talking.
I wanna hear
I
it.
came there of my own accord. I wasn't invited.
What?
Listen, you two have been to his house.
Compound.
Sorry, compound or whatever you want to call it.
Compound.
Yeah, Patrick's got his name on the suite.
And Eric slept in it.
Phil's dealing with neighbors with extra fireworks, apparently.
Next game for Green Bay will be Milwaukee Panthers. So that will be on Monday also.
Oh no.
Yes, Zach.
Pull that up.
The organization that my son plays for, they have every level from 13U up to 18U, or sorry, up to college, and they won the KCBL this year, and they're back. They just put out their schedules today. So yes, they still have a summer college team. And fun fact, my son, his 17U team is playing the college team for an exhibition to start. Well, I don't know that they're starting the season. I think they play maybe a tournament.
Oh, I gotta go pee real quick. Well,
Does he not know he's still on?
He's still on. He's
Cut
still
that. Cut that.
yeah,
Put
we're
that on as
we're gonna cut that out. I apologize for everybody who heard that. We try to be a professional show.
cut that and put it out there, Ed.
We're gonna get a call from the FCC.
You can't make this stuff up.
But anyway, so yeah, sorry, what I was saying is that my son will be playing, and actually I can look at that real quick and let you know.
Please look that up.
Oh no, it is the very first game. So their very first game is an exhibition, May 23rd here in Wichita against no, I apologize. They play the alumni team the first game. I read that wrong. They are playing the college team June 7th in Clearwater, Kansas, which is just like 15, 20 minutes kind of south of here, where they play their games. So June 7th, they play the Kansas Curve college team. So that'll be kind of fun. I know they're not going to win because the Curve, obviously the college is really good. They won the championship last year, but yep. So they are still still a thing, Zach, and my son will get to play them in basically an exhibition game. We'd have nowhere. Where do we go from here?
I don't know because we're about to do
big play by UGA. Big play by UGA. I mean, a couple of screens.
Look at that screen
plays, and then yeah, there's nothing that's going to top that.
That defense is really streaming through. I mean,
yeah, exactly. And listen, Ole Miss's defense is pissed. So we got Eric to laugh. We got Eric to laugh.
When Gunnar Stockton got sacked, the defenseman said, "You're in trouble."
I wish Ed was here. He would have died.
He would have.
He'd be crying right now.
I'm gonna tell him he has to go back and watch this
at the hour and 13-minute mark.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say,
what else was on June 7th? I'm sorry, Virgil. Go ahead.
No, that's what he said. He'll be in Alpha. So I don't know how close you are to Alpharetta, but
I'm about an hour.
Nice. I don't know what he's doing there, but maybe you can say hi.
Yeah.
Anyways,
he's already talked to me.
June 7th is when Zach's team, the
Oh,
17U, plays the college Kansas
That's what
Curve
it was.
college team.
That's
So-
what it was. But I mean, his team is traveling this summer too, right? For showcases and stuff like that.
Yeah, they actually. I thought they'd be playing a lot more
Oh, dang.
away than they are, which I'm fine with, not having to travel a ton. But the 4 main ones they're playing in Omaha. One of the weekends they're playing in Omaha is one of the weekends of the College World Series. They're playing in Springfield, Missouri, and the next weekend after that they're playing in Nashville, and then they're also playing at TCU. But unfortunately, Zach will not be there at that game, and so he won't get to play at TCU. They played at Texas Tech this past summer, but won't get to play at TCU. But he is glad that his trip that he's taken this summer won't affect him getting to play in Nashville. So yeah, the first kind of main part of July, they're going to be all playing out at Nashville in the 2D Nashville World Series.
Very cool.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
So far this game is pretty good.
Gunnar Stockton got absolutely clocked though when he got rid of that football.
Did he?
Yeah, he got absolutely clocked. He looks like he's a little out of it.
No, he's okay.
Yeah, I hope he is too. I mean, credit to him for getting that football, released, but man, he got clobbered if you looked at him. I think he's okay, but it's
He just scored, so
yeah.
He's gonna be probably playing pissed from now on.
Yeah.
All right, so let's.
Did I
Go
say the
ahead.
quiet part out loud?
Well, you said the whole thing out loud.
Listen, I was afraid if we.
I thought I
Hey!
hit the I thought I hit the camera and the microphone, and then I was
No,
like,
just
I
the
heard y'all
camera.
laughing, and I was like, oh crap, sorry.
I
Sorry
hope it
about
wasn't
that.
bad, just the other
Wait,
thing.
you had to do that too?
What?
Yeah, like I was afraid to just leave you on
Yeah,
here. We've been hearing sounds we don't want to hear.
When I said, well, you just said, oh crap, and I was like, oh, that
Oh,
too?
no.
Yeah.
I had to go so bad. Sorry.
Well, I like the way I thought it was
I
a
didn't
very
mean that
colorful
to
way
be
you
on air.
announced it.
Listen, I get it. You're looking out for number one. I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you got to do.
Exactly. And
All
we were
right.
just talking, and all you missed is we were talking about, that what was it? UGA streaming down the field, and I said, and Ole Miss's defense looks pissed. So, yeah, so he didn't miss too much.
Okay.
And we got Eric to break. Look at him.
Quite a bit. He was
Yeah.
turning pretty
I've
rough.
never seen. I very rarely have I seen him laugh so hard.
If I
So-
can contribute to that, then I've done my job.
We said too bad Ed's. Eric said too bad Ed's not here. He would have lost it.
I wonder if he can go back and clip that.
Yeah, he should be able to.
He can.
Yeah.
No, but
Only other thing to talk about before picks, I do want to talk about Astros' new signing, the Japanese ace Tatsuya Imai. It's kind of nice to see, Japanese superstars not going to Dodgers for once.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the second one because that other guy went to the White Sox.
That sucks.
And I don't obviously know anything about him, but seeing the limited interactions and interviews, he seems like the dude of the White Sox seems like he's pretty funny and seems like a likable guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, I don't know anything about Imai either. I've only seen like the tape that people have shown. I mean, it looks like he's got pretty good stuff, but does that translate to the major leagues? I mean, we'll have to see. Does he fit? Does he dominate right away like Yamamoto seemed to have done, or does he struggle like Roki Sasaki? I mean, it can go one of two ways. So, yeah. Ooh,
That's
Pete
why I'm
Goldberg.
interested to see. Is it Matsuzaki that went to the White Sox? Am I saying that right, or is it
Murakami.
Murakami?
Murakami.
I'm glad to see Murakami because we don't see too many position players, and it's like
Right.
everybody's pitchers. So I'm glad to see another position player because Ichiro, I mean, when he came over, it was phenomenal, and I would have expected in those years since he came over, there would have been a lot more position players to make
Yeah.
a move, but it's all been pitchers, and the pitchers you don't really see much about them because they're out there once every 5 or 6 days. That pitchers just don't have the personality. So I'm anxious to see, like you said, how he interacts on a daily basis and what kind of personality he has. I mean, hell, he's stuck with the White Sox in Chicago, so at least he's making some money. But I don't know about the team.
How many years did Imai get?
3,
4,
3,
3.
Was
it 3 years, 80 million? Is that what it was?
54.
54. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Is Golding, was he talking to his defense?
It looked like it. He was
Also,
pissed.
Look at this. Joe's flipping between his not his burner, but he's 2 different.
Yeah.
Went from Twitch to YouTube.
He's probably got like all the monitors in front of him, all the different
He typed the numbers and the word looking. He's like, I got to switch over to YouTube so I can type better.
looking up for number 1 when you're
not. I looked up. I was Japanese players in the MLB and see how many were pitchers versus position players, and there's only like less than 10 position players. They've all been pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
are you talking about like currently, or are you talking about all time?
Let me see how far back this list goes.
Guess don't say his name out loud. His work is watching.
Well, let's just call him Canadian Patrick. They won't know who we're talking about.
Current players, there's only 2 right now.
Okay.
Historically, it's less than 15.
Counting Murakami is 2, or
I am not counting Murakami. I'm counting. Okay. This is just as of last season. There's only
gotcha. Okay.
I was trying to think because it's the guy in Boston.
Yeah.
Yoshida.
Yeah. Yoshida, and then trying to remember who the other one is. Seiya Suzuki in Chicago.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Who, by the way, really good first year or second year. Was it his first or second year? I forget.
I believe this was second.
Was it second? Because he should have made the All-Star team, honestly. At least I thought so. He was probably the biggest snub in the National League, or one of. He had a really good year. Oh no!
Okay. Now that I am done texting Samantha about Donnie's antics, it is now time to go through picks.
Wow.
Why does she need to know?
I think it was funny.
Is she watching? Did she see it? Hear it?
I don't think so.
Well, I didn't do Yoshida, so.
Nah, that needs work. All right.
So, ran out of Eric.
That's what you're ahead of me. That's what you were saying. Sorry, Patrick.
It's okay.
I mean, they're not out of it.
No, they're not out of it, but it's just.
Was that Lacey?
I think it was. Yeah.
Does he have fumbling problems, issues?
Not that I'm aware of. But I mean, it's just one of those things. It's in big moments you can't do that. I mean, it's you can't give a good team like Georgia a break like that. Especially when that previous drive that touchdown was entirely preventable. I mean, when you had him 3rd and long, there's no way you should miss an open field tackle, and give them a chance.
Yeah,
but Georgia's a good team, so
let's see how they react to that.
Yep. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, just delay of game. Never mind.
Was that probably something afterwards? There was a player running for his life to get on the field. So
it was a clear fumble. So.
All right. You guys ready for picks?
Let's do it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no, by the way, Virgil, congratulations on winning picks this week.
No, not this week.
Yep.
Not this week.
It's either you or Donnie, so.
Actually, it's probably going to be neither of us this week.
Someone's
going on a bender right now.
I mean, Ed's got a couple of these games we didn't.
Yeah, I was going to say Ed's sitting pretty this week.
So we've got 4 bowl games for Friday. We got the FCS championship. We've got the Division III championship, and we got the ever so predictable Week 18 NFL games. So let's start. So first game we have, and Ed did send me his picks, so I can't do bits for that.
It's Kent State for every pick. It's Kent State for every game, just so you're aware.
No, of course. So the first game is the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It is Rice versus Texas State. Texas State's a 14.5-point favorite over under 57.5. Texas State at 80.1%.
Can we stop doing these bowls after the playoff games of like we have these random no name bowls that are happening after we're already 2 rounds in the playoff? These games should all happen before that. The playoffs
These should be
the
pre-Christmas.
Yep.
You should be preseason.
Texas State.
Okay. Patrick.
Texas State.
Donnie.
Same, Texas State.
And Texas State for me. And
I always forget Rice has a football team.
and
I know I don't mean
forget
that
Rice is I forget Rice University.
Well, I don't forget because of my favorite baseball player, but yeah. By the way, shout out to a person on here that knows who he is, but I got a couple of signed baseball cards of that player sent to me by this individual, and that individual knows who they are. So thank you very, very, very much, and big shout out to you.
That's
Very nice.
awesome.
Ed also picked Texas State. Next
No,
game.
he picked Rice.
No, I'm not. I can't do that. He actually sent his picks this time on time.
Oh, unlike me, he actually sent his picks.
Nah, I said you've done it. Donnie has been late on picks. Eric is like the most efficient person. He will send it to me before he tells me he's not going to be here. That's how good he is. So I have to give props for Mr. Prophet for that.
Thank you.
Teacher's pet.
I was.
What?
And I was a valedictorian for a reason.
Were you valedictorian?
What?
Yes.
Were you really?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yes. you
We're
guys think I'm
today
not
finding
smart?
this out? Oh my gosh.
I
No,
was
we didn't
today
say
years.
that.
I was today years old when when I realized he was valedictorian. Good for you, bro.
Thank you. One of my good friends at work, same thing. Recently, she found out. She's like, "Nuh-uh, I've known you for 2 or 3 years, and you've never."
No, I mean, I'm not surprised. I know you're smart. I just didn't know. But there's a lot of smart people that weren't valedictorians. I wasn't one.
Yes.
Were you the only one in your graduating class?
No. Donnie's seen my high school. He knows that it's a big school. There was 300-ish,
Good for you.
and
That's
I
very
was
good.
one of 2 commencement speakers. I got to give the commencement speech during graduation in front of 2,000 people. That's
Wow.
why I like, and that's the thing. Like I always tell people, or people always like, this guy doesn't ever talk, which a lot of times I don't, but I don't mind it. And that's why I do a lot of, customer service type stuff. But then also if I had to do any type of speech or whatever, and then doing like podcast and this, it doesn't bother me because I've been doing this for years. I actually graduated a semester early and started taking classes at a local JUCO. And one of the first classes I took was public speaking. So I actually took a college class on it while my rest of my
I was about
class.
to say you took classes at Juvie, and I was like, "Good for you, bro."
No, the rest of my classmates were still finishing up their last semester in high school. I was already, because what I only had to take an English class, so I think it was English. I ended up doubling up, and because that was the only class I had left, I doubled up and took that plus another like English class. I don't even remember what it was. This first semester of my senior year, that way I could graduate at semester, and then took a full course at the JUCO, and then still went back and obviously walked with my high school friends. But yeah, I got a early start.
That's
Well,
awesome.
that's for someone who barely graduated high school. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next game we have is the AutoZone Liberty Bowl
Liberty.
Liberty.
Wrong Liberty.
between Navy and Cincinnati. Navy's a 7-point favorite over under 54.5. Cincinnati at 67.4%. Let me check one thing real quick before we make this pick. I want to see if Cincinnati's quarterback is actually playing in this game or not.
Does it matter?
For some people, it may.
Not I. Sorry,
Not
Zach.
I.
Sorry, Zach. Go Navy. I don't know what their slogan is. Go Navy.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Navy.
Patrick?
Navy.
Okay. And with the news that he is not playing, Navy for me.
See how he does this, guys?
I know.
Well, I'm sorry for
Yeah.
doing research and being thorough about these. I gave you the information too.
After we already set our picks.
You did. You said it didn't matter.
No, it doesn't. But it's like, oh, let's wait. Okay, what'd you guys say? Navy. Okay. Oh, by the way, since his quarterback's not playing,
Well, apparently I was the only person that needed that, so it didn't
I was
matter.
wondering why you were saying that. What about Ed?
I picked Navy.
Okay, sweet.
All right. Next game is. Why is it not coming up? There it is. The Trust and Will Holiday Bowl. Arizona versus SMU.
Huh.
Arizona's a 2.5-point favorite. Over under 52.5. SMU at 52.5%. That is weird that the predictor and the over under are the same numbers. I thought I screwed up for a minute.
Who's the sponsor of this bowl?
It says Trust and Will.
Trust and Will. So like a will making site. Okay.
Yes. Because when I watch a ball game, I want to think about my imminent death.
I mean, if you watch Alabama play,
Trust me, I will not leave you any money. That's what my kids hear.
this I think could be a good one. Arizona, though.
Arizona, okay.
Do they have somebody out?
I didn't hear about any opt-outs for this one.
Okay.
Oh, you're just being a dick. Okay.
So it's Arizona against whom? I'm sorry.
SMU.
Pony
Ooh.
Express.
Ooh. By the way, I just found out Damon Evans is the athletic director in SMU. I missed that somewhere along the line. I thought I thought he was still at Maryland. Excuse me.
Was that this year change?
It must have been. The only reason I even know that is because I watched that new E60 thing on, which, by the way, you guys should watch that on NIL and college athletics. It was just released. A good E60 thing that Jeremy Schaap does. So it's worth a watch if you get the ESPN app at all.
That move so much so choked him up.
Yeah, I know, right? It did. I don't know who's playing and who's not, but give me SMU.
Donnie.
I'm going to take Arizona in this one.
Do I need to remind you that SMU is an ACC team?
Yeah,
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Who beat the lone ACC team that's still in the playoffs?
I like Rhett Lashley a lot, and they may lose, but I like Rhett. Yeah, I like what he's doing at SMU.
I'm not sold on the consistency that SMU showed or lacked showing this year. So
he's saying the ACC is basically inconsistent across the board because he said the same thing about Miami.
That's pretty much true, yes.
it's because we have more parity.
Well, listen, the C's in ACC does not stand for consistency. So Arizona for me.
By consistency, do you mean only Duke?
Duke does seem inevitable, doesn't it?
That game was actually pretty good. I was watching some of that Arizona State game. That was
I
pretty
enjoyed
good.
that one. Enjoyed that one a lot.
Dude, how do you drop that?
That's a bad drop.
Well, speaking of Duke, now the next game is the Duke's Mayo Bowl between
It was a little behind him.
between Wake Forest and Mississippi State. Mississippi State is a 10.5-point favorite, over under 56.5. Mississippi State at 58.7, even though Mississippi State is 5-7.
ACC, baby. Wake Forest.
No, you can't do that after not picking SMU.
I can against an SEC team. Absolutely.
Donnie just means more.
Apparently so. Eric.
Wake Forest.
Okay. Patrick.
Wake Forest.
I'm surprised this one's a sweep. Wake Forest.
Well, I mean, I think Wake Forest objectively is a good team.
Yeah.
Mississippi State, it just depends on what you get every week. I mean, it's they looked really good to start the season, and then they kind of just fell off. That's Jeff Lebby, I think is the coach's name. I think he's building something there. I think if he gets more time, I mean, but I don't know.
Was it Wake Forest or Georgia Tech that played Duke in the ACC championship game?
Neither. That was Virginia.
That was Virginia.
That's right.
Yeah, Virginia with what's that dude's name again? Oh, Tony Bennett.
Tony Elliott.
Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett. That guy that used to be at Clemson, Tony Bennett. And Donnie tried to tell me he was a singer, and I was like, okay.
But I think Georgia Tech and Wake were part of the tiebreaker. That's probably why you're thinking of that. They were all part of that.
Yeah.
Wake was beating Georgia Tech at Wake Forest, and then I think they blew a 17-point lead or something like that.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech came back and won.
Yeah.
All right, that is it for the bowl games. Now, 2 games that Eric's not going to pay attention to. FCS Championship. We have unseeded Illinois State against the number 2 seed Montana State. Montana State's a 10.5-point favorite, over under 56.5.
When was the last time they've played?
That's a good question. They have not played since.
You talking about the teams themselves or against each other?
Teams themselves.
At least
the semifinals.
It's been
December
like
20th was their last game.
So it's been about 10 or 12 days.
Way too long.
I don't get why they do it for this. I don't.
I would have thought they would have had it like this past weekend before all of this mess.
Oh,
it's disgusting, and it's all the cowards' fault.
Yes. Also, this game is in Nashville.
So and you'll be there.
I will not be there.
What kind of fan are you?
We are implementing a new accounting system this week. I will not be there.
So, never mind. I won't say it.
Is it called Donnie's Wallet?
If this game was played like a week later, I think Illinois State had been playing well enough that they could have kept that momentum, but because of the slightly longer layoff, give me Montana State.
Okay. Patrick,
didn't you like that analysis, Virgil?
I really did. I was
actually just about to say I thought that logic was really sound, and insightful for a guy that hates FCS. But I think you're probably right. But I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go on a flyer here, and I'm gonna believe in the spirit of Illinois State and those Redbirds, and give me Illinois State. They took down the number 1 team, and then they took down the number 1 team in FCS. Who's to say they can't take down number 2? Montana State's a very good football team, and are going to be you're going to have to be at your best to beat them. But give me the Redbirds.
And that's what really surprised me about them is because not only after they won that, you figure they'd have a letdown the next week or two, and they haven't.
Yeah.
Now you said the game's in Nashville, so that's actually closer for them fan-wise than what Montana State would be.
I'm taking in the formula that I had to use that I stole from Donnie about headwinds and tailwinds and, jet lag factor and, wind chill factor and, winds. And I mean, it's a very complicated system. But Illinois State came out just ahead. So when I did the math, that was physical year 2026 data. So,
Donnie, what's your pick?
I'm going to go Montana State. I'm with Eric, though. I think if this game had been played sooner, I would have gone with Illinois on the Illinois State on the momentum they had going into
Fighting Illini.
Anyway, Montana State looked like.
Did he go back home?
I think they're a pretty solid team. So, am I breaking up?
Did he take another bathroom break?
Am I breaking up?
Did he take another bathroom break?
I was gonna ask if I had to go pee, if I'm supposed to announce it to everybody before I go.
No,
Yeah,
you're not supposed to announce that before you go.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
it's
y'all-
proper
hey,
etiquette
y'all,
to
peace
announce
out.
things. Am I seriously breaking up?
Yes.
You did, not
Okay,
right
sorry.
now,
You
but you did.
Yeah, you did
Okay,
it.
it's probably because Rhonda's on her iPad now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow.
She just looked.
Wow.
I just said that to see what kind of look I'd get. She just
Death
gave me,
glare.
like, did my head cut off from the lasers that she
Do
just
we
shot
have like
towards me?
a back behind camera that pans over to the wife when he says that to
I
see
bet.
her death stare?
Anyway, I was gonna say I would have gone if the game was played early.
There he goes again.
There goes again.
He just doesn't want us to hear his
Momentum they had,
analysis.
but Montana State, Jesus Christ.
Montana State has
State.
Jesus on their
Wait,
side.
wait,
Of course they're gonna win this
did
game.
you just pick Jesus to win this game?
He said
They're
Montana
starting free
State,
safety.
Montana State being led by Jesus Christ. I must have missed him on the roster. So
Man, that's got to be an advantage.
He's number one.
That's got to be an advantage.
that's got to be a little divine intervention there. So Illinois State.
Ooh, that's
Beat the
targeting.
Coward.
That's targeting.
He's out. He gonna be out.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Did he get the crown? Was that the crown, the helmet that he got?
Don't know.
I don't know.
This should be a good.
He got the
shoulder.
shoulder into the face mask.
Is that what
still-
is that the target? I thought it was a crown to crown helmet for targeting. That was a nasty hit though.
Not his face or his mouthpiece out.
So Illinois State did beat the Cowards. I am forever thankful for that.
However,
And you know what? I'm gonna go with Patrick on this. I'm still gonna ride the hot hand here. I'm gonna go with Illinois State.
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all, and that'd be super impressive if they did win this, beating the top two teams. I just think if it was a little bit sooner, and that may not matter. I just don't understand why they have a break like they do here, as opposed to like what the FBS has.
I don't know if it's TV things. I don't know. You know, it could be an NFL thing, honestly, with scheduling. But I don't know.
so the targeting call was upheld.
Yep.
Okay, I hate it for him though. I mean, does that mean he misses only the rest of this game or also the next game?
First half of the next game.
First half of the next game. Okay, I'm
If
glad
they
Lee's okay
advance.
too. By the way, that was a
If there
nasty
is
hit.
an
All right.
Does that, but if the season does end, does it extend into the next season?
I
If
think it
he's on
does.
even if he's not on the same team.
Not sure. Yeah, I think because didn't LSU have for the first half of the game?
Something about
And
LSU.
that came up at the last. Didn't LSU have a player that was on
Yeah.
a different team that came over?
Yes.
So I think it carries with you.
Unless you go to the NFL.
And then that'd be funny if they carried it over there too.
All right. Now we've got that was FCS championship. Now we have Division III championship. This is Wisconsin River Falls against North Central College. North Central College is a 1-point favorite and over under 59.5. This game is in Canton, Ohio. And Wisconsin River Falls, of course, is in Wisconsin. North Central College is in Naperville, Illinois.
Yep.
Which I've been there before because my aunt used to live there, just outside of Chicago.
Yep.
About an hour. Fun fact.
So North Central is the overall number 1 seed. Wisconsin River Falls, I'm trying to think, were they a number 1 seed in their region? Let me take a look as you guys ponder this game.
These balls, he's putting it right in there and they're missing them. It's like they're trying to throw the game or something.
Or talk about Ole Miss, Georgia. That works too.
Yeah, he needs to spike this ball.
They can't spike it. It's third down. It'll be fourth. Well,
Oh.
I mean, we're gonna run out of time. They tried to run everybody out there to kick a 10 field goal with 7 seconds to
That's-
go. Like, what
that's
the
horrible.
hell?
That's horrible game management.
Yep.
Okay, so Wisconsin River Falls was a number 2 seed in their region. North Central was top seed in their region.
So you said North Central was top in theirs, and you said Wisconsin River Falls was top in theirs?
Well, no, Wisconsin River Falls was number 2 in theirs.
Me too. Give me North Central. I think that they've had a really dominant run. Yeah.
Okay. Donnie.
North Central.
Eric.
Give me the Napervillians.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull with Wisconsin River Falls. Give me North Central. And Ed has picked North Central. All right, now it's time to move on to the NFL games. So, of course, if you have any analysis that you'd like to share with any of these teams, with your teams, please let me know. First game is the NFC South Championship game. Panthers versus Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorite, over under 45.5. Buccaneers at 62.3%. And Ed has a little note with this. He says, as a lifelong Panthers fan, I will be picking the Panthers.
He said, as a lifelong Panthers fan?
I may have added some stuff.
He did. I mean, I figured it was quite a long time. I mean,
Yes.
For the long run of the breakfast takes, he's been a fan for that long. I mean, it's pretty impressive.
I mean, it's better than being a fan of Cleveland.
I don't know.
I'm a fan of their QB room, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, Donnie, what do you think about this game?
I don't even want to start talking because it's going to cut out on me. Y'all miss everything I'm saying, but I'll try. It makes me nervous because the game's in Tampa, but I think the Panthers have a good shot of winning this game. We can't make stupid mistakes. I think it's a toss-up game, actually, or a pick-em game to me overall. But I'm going to go with the Panthers. Hopefully they can find a way to win the game. I'm hopeful now that Olave is out, which that makes much difference for New Orleans. But the fact that Atlanta beating the Rams actually makes me feel good. If they can win against New Orleans, then it doesn't matter as far as playoffs are concerned. But I want the Panthers just to win this game anyway. So hopefully they can find a way to not let Baker get hot at home with Mike Evans.
Okay. Eric.
I think the Buccaneers are going to win. But as Donnie was talking about, the other game is going to have actual implications on who makes it in the playoffs. So I don't think it matters that the Panthers won't win this game, but give me the Bucs just because they're at home.
Patrick.
So question. So the Falcons game is going to determine the Falcons game can determine who gets in.
If the Panthers lose, yes. But the Panthers are going to try to win on Saturday so that doesn't matter. But if they were to lose, we're going to be pulling for the Falcons. Atlanta has to win for the Panthers to make the playoffs over the Bucs. So basically, Atlanta can screw Tampa Bay by beating New Orleans if that matters to Atlanta.
Man, the Panthers are going to be mad that they've been beating the Panthers all these years. Sorry, the Panthers are going to be the Panthers are going to be mad they've been beating the Falcons all these years. I think that now that Baker's got some of his complement of receivers back, I think he can do just enough to win. So give me the Bucs. I think it's going to be a really close game because I don't really think that either of these teams are great football teams. They have their moments. That's more what I see with both of these teams. But I think Ibuka could be an X factor in this. Because obviously with Mike Evans, he's the focus, but I think Ibuka has had a really good rookie season. So give me the Bucks.
Yeah. The key is to
That-
stopping Bucky Irving.
Is he healthy now?
Well, I think we just got to stop their running game because Mike Evans is going to get his catches and Mbuka is going to get his catches, but we've got to stop. And Baker got banged up last week, so hopefully he's still nursing some stuff that might help us. So we'll see.
Give me Carolina. Yes. I just do not trust the Bucks. Watching their game last week, I just thought they were flat.
Man,
losing to Dolphins.
If only the Panthers had the Bucks like Donnie does.
Yeah.
Next game, 49 Seahawks versus 49ers. Seahawks are 1.5 point favorite, over under 49.5. 49ers at 51.3%. Ed has picked Seattle.
I mean, I still like Seattle's defense, and I don't trust the 49ers defense really, but I don't think Sam Darnold has done a whole lot either in recent weeks. And 49ers offense has been outstanding despite like the opening hiccup against the Bears. Because that was a pretty good Bear. Sorry, no. I know they haven't played a lot of great defenses in recent weeks, but I'm going to go with a hot hand. Give me the 49ers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers at home too. They want to get that number one seed. They want to have the path be all the way to the Super Bowl for them at home potentially. So they're going to be playing their ass off, and I think they're playing better than Seattle. Seattle, granted, they struggled against the Panthers a little bit last week, and Darnold looked okay, but we'll see. I'm going to go with the Niners.
They struggled against the Colts too.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then the touchdown against the Colts, it was all field goals.
Yeah,
and the Niners looked pretty darn good. I mean,
and they have Kittle back this week, right?
Yeah, Kittle should be back this week, and and so Purdy was on fire the other night, so they're going to be wanting to put away Seattle, and it's a standalone game on Saturday at home, so they're going to be fired up.
San Francisco.
Yeah, for me, Seattle kind of reminds me of Texas Tech. Great defense, great offensive weapons, but quarterback's a liability. So I'm going with San Francisco. Next game. Apparently, Patrick was upset that I said that, and that's okay. Next game.
Like, I'm out of here.
Saints versus Falcons. Falcons are a 3-point favorite, over under 42.5. Atlanta 53.7%. And Ed has picked the Saints.
What?
Let me double check that.
They've been playing okay. Shuck is
they have. Oh yeah, I'm just
because if they win, this will be a 7-win team this year after starting out. Because if Shuck would have been the starter, when did he come in? Still early in the year, I think, but or maybe not. But
week 8.
No, he came in. I think about. Yeah, I was about to say about 5 or 6 games ago.
Yeah.
Well, then they for sure probably could have been a 9-win team, but the Falcons looked really good the other night. Was that the Rams game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you say it like that?
You know why?
And Bijan looked really good. Cousins, I don't know about that, but I do think the Falcons would like to play spoiler, so give me the Falcons.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons at home as well. Despite the fact that it may help the Panthers. I think a lot of those guys are fighting for their jobs overall to some extent. And it seems like the Falcons, I don't know if the Falcons players are are playing for Coach
Raheem Morris.
Raheem. Yeah, his name went right out of my head. Raheem. I think he's been kind of on the hot seat a little bit this year with Falcons fans, and I think the players are trying to do everything they can to protect him a little bit. So we'll see. And they are playing better. But the Saints have been good this year too, so I think this will be a close game as well.
Patrick.
I think the Saints have started putting it together at the end of the season. I think what they've done with what Kellen Moore has done with Tyler Shuck has been really good. And then I forget the name of that guy that Donnie picked up in fantasy football, but he's been good. That guy Donnie picked up, that's how I know him.
What position?
The running back. Dean.
And Olave was looking really good before getting hurt. I know that's a factor in this because I think Olave is doubtful for this game.
You're not talking about Devin Neal, but are you talking about
Neal? Yeah.
Devin Neal.
He's been out, so you're probably talking Audric Estime from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I don't have him.
He was the one that scored last weekend.
Yeah.
And then Neal was at KU, but he got hurt.
The overall point being that they've had guys step up. I think they're going to miss Olave because Olave's looked good when he's been healthy. But
Olave is out. Olave is out of the game.
Well, I knew he was doubtful, so I knew
he's out.
Was probably not going to be a factor. But I still think Tyler Shuck has won his first 4 games starting. And it's a rivalry game against Atlanta. It's always close. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think New Orleans comes into Atlanta and wins.
And so Donnie misses the playoffs.
Yep.
Congratulations to the Bucks.
I actually hope the Panthers do make it for the record, but
he's just saying that sure on here.
You what?
Well, even if they don't make the playoffs, what the Panthers have done this year is a positive step forward, and I'm fine with that.
And they'll sign Bryce to a 12-year extension.
No, they're not doing.
Well, if you guys still had Kadarius Toney, you'd already be in the playoffs. But
is Malachi his brother, like his actual brother?
I have no idea.
Because people were saying that online. I know sometimes they just say that, but
well, I was going to say, and I misspoke. I shouldn't say sign again. I should say you should sign Kadarius Toney. Then you would be in the playoffs. Because
there was a play last night where Malachi Toney was offsides, and they're like, "Oh, just like brother." And I don't know if they truly are or not.
I was going to say, is there another sibling? Because then they can be Tony.
Oh man, should have seen that one coming.
I'm going to go with Atlanta.
It's ironic how all of you are putting faith in Atlanta, and me being closest to them, I did not.
Well, no, it's funny that you say you want the Panthers in the playoff, and you basically with the scenario with your picks that they're not going to make the playoffs.
And he's only saying that because Donnie's on here. He doesn't care otherwise. He's more of a Ed Baker fan.
Yeah. No, I'm not I'm a fan of Baker as long as he's on my fantasy team. That's about it. Because I think Virgil has already informed Matthew Stafford to not play this week. So, what little chance I had of making my 5th place game competitive is quickly gone out the window. Because Josh Jacobs ain't going to play. So, nor should he for his own long-term health.
Right.
Not brothers.
Good point, Donnie.
Very good point. Next game, Browns versus Bengals. Bengals are a 7.5-point favorite, over under 44.5. Bengals 79.8%, and Ed going with his Browns.
Shocker.
Going down with the ship.
No, this is between Cleveland, not Wichita State. They're not in play.
Is Bailey Zappi starting?
That's a very good question.
I thought he was.
Or are they going to let Shador? Or is Shador going to play that last game?
No. Shador, I think he was moved from the practice squad, but I don't know that he was listed as starter. I think
he was listed as a backup because
Yeah,
Dylan Gabriel had shoulder issues. I know that.
Yeah, they just activated him from the practice squad. I'm sure that Shador will be the starter.
Yeah, I think Shador is starting.
Well, I hope for Virgil's sake that Bailey Zappi starts.
Give me the Bengals.
Okay. Patrick?
I hope Joe Burrow's doing okay. But I think that win last week really boosted some of the players' spirits. So give me Cincinnati.
Eric?
Cincinnati and Joe, it ends this weekend, and it's just a couple of no names that are in the championship, so we don't really care anymore.
Dang.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
Hope Tom isn't on here.
Yeah, better hope Tom Thrash isn't on here. I mean, the other guy, I don't know who he is. He ain't going to show up. Cincinnati for me.
I was going to say, I thought the other guy only played Virgil every week.
No.
Who, Justin?
Oh, sorry. Or was it you that played him 4 weeks in a row?
I played McCutcheon 4 weeks in a row.
That's what it was. But Donnie, was it you that played Kish like 4 weeks in a row?
Oh, well, I played Kish and then Tom and then Kish and then Kish again and then Tom again.
All right. Next game, Packers versus Vikings. Vikings are a 7.5-point favorite. Wait, that can't be right. Hold on.
Yes, it can be.
Yeah, it is right now with the
That is
Packers.
right.
We're starting Clayton Tune.
Oh.
So, yes, it's correct. And they're starting Max Brosmer.
Over under is 35.5.
Under.
Green Bay.
Did you say that the Vikings are starting Rex Grossman?
Yes.
That's better than their other option.
Well, I was going to say, and you said that the Packers offense is going to be in tune.
Tiny Tunes, yeah. Looney Tunes.
Ooh, I love Tiny Tunes. That was my jam when I was a kid, man.
Green Bay is 75.2%, and Ed has picked Green Bay.
Why?
I don't know.
Give me the Vikings. We're not going to win. Although I hope to see if Diggs gets a couple snaps just to see if he could be playoff ready. He's been terrible this year, but he was obviously a all-pro Pro Bowler previous, and I think maybe getting out of Dallas, maybe re-energized because he's really good friends with Micah Parsons, and so Parsons is glad he's there, and we didn't have to pay a lot to get him for the last game plus whatever playoffs we make, but hopefully because he's not worse than Nixon. Hobbs is out for the season. Haddon's out. Like, we needed a defender because I think we have Valentine and Nixon, and he's not worse, even though he was like the statistical worst corner. Diggs isn't worse than either one of those guys. So I'd be curious to see if he does get to play a couple snaps or not. But yeah, with Clayton Tune and the rest of our 17 string in there, I think the Vikings will win this. Because Love cleared concussion protocol, and if we would have won last week with Chicago losing last week and a potential for them to lose this week against the Lions, we could have still possibly won the NFC North, but because we lost that game, we obviously don't have anything to play for, so we're resting our starters as if it's a bye. And the only bad thing now is Love didn't play. Now will be the last two and a half games essentially before he comes in and plays in the playoffs again. So
there's no seeding advantage if they win this game.
Nope, we're the 7th seed.
Okay.
The only difference would be who we play. So if Chicago wins, we play at Chicago. If they lose and the Eagles win, we play at Philly. So those could still be the 2-3, but Green Bay is locked as a 7.
Okay. Patrick.
Eric, is there a reason that Malik Willis isn't playing? Is it because he's an impending free agent, or
that plus he hurt his shoulder?
Okay.
He hurt it the end of the whatever game he came in 2 games ago at the end of the game, the Bears game. And then towards when he got out last game against Baltimore, he threw a pass and he didn't even didn't hit anybody, but the way he threw it, he hurt his shoulder even more. So okay. I think he could have potentially played, but also the fact that they want to keep him obviously because he's a free agent, is probably going to sign, but also they want to keep him or get him healthy for the playoffs in case Love goes out again.
Well, I was going to say, and they need that insurance policy in case Love doesn't clear concussion protocol or that he has
Which
lingering effects from it.
he already has cleared.
Okay.
So he could have played this week, and he was practicing again, but they weren't going to play him because this game doesn't mean anything for Green Bay.
Yeah.
So, with Willis having a shoulder injury, they want to get him healthy enough to, in case he needs to play in the playoffs, that he can.
Okay. Give me the Vikings. Can't believe I'm picking a team helmed by JJ McCarthy to win, but I am.
That's the good news. It's not going to be held by JJ McCarthy.
Who's playing?
Was it Max?
Oh, that's right. Eric just said that.
Yeah.
Such a dumb cuff.
Pay attention.
Yeah, Rex Grossman. Yeah. Give me Rex Grossman and the Minnesota Vikings.
Actually, I'd like to retract my statement. It is up in the air that McCarthy may play, but it looks like it's going to be.
Well, listen, I like the narrative that I've built in my own head. Give me Rex Grossman and the Minnesota Vikings.
All right. Donnie.
I'm going to go with the Vikings at home because, like Eric said, Packers have nothing to play for. They're walking wounded for the most part. Vikings are going to just win this one.
Are the emissions from the team bus going to have any impact on like the Packers' ability? Okay.
Yes. What is the Packers' carbon footprint for this game?
Thank you. That's a much better way to ask the question than what I was attempting to do.
You're welcome. We'll ask Eric when he gets back.
Well, and as Eric said, take the under on this because it's probably going to be some very low scoring.
Oh, I forgot to ask Ed what his over-under is. I got to remember to send that. I'm going with Vikings, too. Like I said, just because, Packers really have nothing to play for.
Man, Virgil's got all that inside info.
Okay, next game is Cowboys versus Giants. Cowboys are a 3.5-point favorite, over under 49.5. Giants at 51.7%. And Ed has picked Dallas.
I'll take the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to take Dallas as well. I feel like George Pickens is playing for a contract, so despite everything that he's been through, I can see him having a good game. And Dak, if anything, just for pride. So yeah, give me Dallas.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Is it because you have fantasy football players?
No, not even that. It's just
Don't you have Tracy? And is it you that has Singletary, Donnie?
I do. And he's done horrible the last 2 weeks. He'll probably do horrible here, but the Cowboys have a horrible defense. So
horrible last 2 weeks. He scored like 2 touchdowns last week.
He hasn't scored me any points really.
Terrible.
Not enough.
Sorry, I forgot. I got to be Eric when he's not here. Terrible.
Eric is here. Let me pull him back up. Eric, we have 2 questions for you. First off, Cowboys or Giants?
Cowboys.
Second question. With Green Bay taking the bus over to Minnesota, do you think Green Bay's carbon footprint will cause an issue with this game?
Why are we taking a bus and not flying?
I don't know. Donnie said a bus.
I didn't say that.
I said a bus.
Patrick said a bus.
I didn't know they were going to fly one state over.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't travel like Donnie does. I'm used to a bus.
Is this a 1:00 game? Okay.
No, it's a noon game.
Oh, well, see, there you go. It's not going to be affected then.
Oh, you had to wait until I had some soda. Man.
It's 4 hours, 20 minutes away. This isn't minor league baseball. They're not busing that. They're flying.
Wait, Jerome Bettis is going to take them?
Yes. Go Irish.
Next game, Titans versus Jaguars. Jaguars are a 13.5-point favorite, over under 47.5. Jacksonville at 77.5%. Now I need to check something. Let me.
Donnie, I need the inside
Sorry.
info. Is Trevor Lawrence gonna be playing this week?
He should be. I don't think they're sitting anybody that I'm aware of.
I'm under the impression if they lose this game and Houston wins, Houston.
Yeah, I think they need to keep winning.
They said they could go from a 1 or 2 seed all the way down to a 7 if they don't win. So yeah, I would assume they'd play everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one person that knows about the Florida Fighting Donnies, it's their namesake.
Give me Jacksonville.
Okay.
I'll take Jacksonville.
Shocker.
Patrick.
I would like to select the Florida Fighting Donnies, please.
Okay. I was looking at the playoff scenarios, but I can't find them right now. Jaguars for me. Next game, the other AFC South game, Colts versus Texans. Texans are a 10.5-point favorite, over under 38.5. Texans at 69.1%.
Texans.
Listen, I'm going to be in solidarity with Eric this week. I ain't even picking my own team. Give me the Texans.
And Texans for me.
Although shout out to Riley Leonard getting his first start. Go Irish.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how he does. Hopefully he can throw a touchdown.
He looked good when he replaced Daniel Jones.
He can run. He ran a lot for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Had a lot of rushing touchdowns.
And even passing the ball, he looked okay. I mean, he's not the greatest. I mean, but
he's no Phillip Rivers, but
listen, Phillip Rivers is like the Heath Slater of the NFL. He's got kids.
He got 3 weeks of fantasy camp and 5 years of insurance. He is not hurting.
Of course, Donnie would support his fellow AARP member.
Exactly. I'm all about the old guys.
Well,
did y'all see the story?
And Rich.
Did you see the story? I didn't realize this till earlier today, that his senior year at NC State, Kurt Cignetti was his position coach.
I believe that.
I was like,
yeah.
whoa.
And Cignetti was also at Alabama. He was the recruiting.
He was one of Nick Saban's first hires when he went to Alabama.
Yeah, he was recruiting coordinator, I believe.
Yep.
That was a good catch.
That was a great catch.
Hustle up offense.
Yeah, it's just good.
No huddle offense.
It's called Charlie Weiss Jr. since Lane isn't there.
Ross Stripling caught that.
Ross Stripling, former Blue Jay Ross Stripling?
Yeah, it says Stribling caught it.
Stribling. You mean Oklahoma State? Former wide receiver Deshaun Stribling?
Go Pokes.
Was he?
Yeah, he was there before the bottom dropped out.
By the way, all I'm going to say is I can't wait for Saturday.
Who's Mestamaker going to throw to?
I don't know. I'm sure when Cignetti picks him up, we'll find out later. Next game, Jets versus.
Oh, no, he'll be tossing the ball to Cooper. He's going to be hanging with. He's going to be hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Jets versus Bills. Bills are a 6.5-point favorite, over under 37.5. Bills at 90%. Does anyone want to make a case for the Jets?
Donnie could be Buffalo's quarterback, and the Bills would still win.
My case is
You got that right.
Only does Buffalo have anything to play for seeding wise?
Let me see if they do. Buffalo does not.
So they're locked into whatever seed.
Well, and see, this doesn't give me seeding. It just talks about clinching. So let me see if I can find seeding.
Because, so let me ask this then. Is Josh Allen even going to play? But doesn't matter because that 6.5 is what tells me I think they're not playing for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise it would be at least a 13.5 point. Because there's no way that they're only a 6.5 point favorite of the Jets unless they're playing their Clayton Tune as their quarterback.
So
wait,
Bills can still be. They can be the fifth, sixth, or seventh seed.
Why would you run up the middle into a freaking wall of people?
And that's why Joe Judge is an assistant in college and not an NFL head coach anymore.
But regardless, no, nobody's making a case for the Jets, Bills, all around.
Okay. The fact that no one is speaking up, I am assuming you all agree with them.
Bills, yeah.
Bills.
Next game, Lions versus Bears.
Oh my.
Bears. Chicago's are a 3-point favorite, over under 50.5. Detroit is 54.1% in the predictor.
Really?
Ed has picked the Lions. He is probably thinking that the Bears have nothing to play for.
Which the best they can still be a 2 seed, but the worst they can do is a 3 seed.
So do we think Caleb Williams sits?
No.
Mm-mm.
I think they're going to try to win this to be the 2 seed, but then also Ben Johnson wants to get back at Dan Campbell. So I think they're going to play pretty decent, do a lot of dumb trick plays and stuff. So give me Chicago.
Okay. Patrick.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I think that that Chicago's running game is going to get back on track with Swift and Monangai. So give me the Bears.
Okay. Donnie.
The Bears.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. Bears for me. Next game, Chargers versus Broncos. Broncos are a 12.5-point favorite, over under 37.5. Denver at 68.6%. And Ed has picked the. Hold on, this can't be right. Is he high? Chargers.
Yes, he is.
He is going against the grain on all these picks.
Is that an Olipop?
What I have? No, it's like the last can I have of the holiday creamy vanilla Coke. Holiday edition.
Denver.
Yeah, there's no really movement of seeds for them. They can finish as 5, 6, or 7, but most likely the 6.
You talk about Denver? Or
No, Chargers.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, I said Denver. I thought they were a chance to be the top.
I was going to say Denver still has something to play for as far as seeding, right?
Yes.
But Denver is what, Virgil?
They are frauds.
Thank you.
I'll take Denver.
He ran right into his own guy.
Yeah, the whole right side was wide open. All he had to do is like stutter out to the right, and he probably could have got 6 yards off of that play.
Donnie for sure could have gained 7 on that play.
Faster than some of these guys.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Patrick.
Those linemen, maybe.
These linemen run 4.740s. They would smoke you in a race.
Mm-hmm.
They would lap you in a race.
I'm sneaky fast. That's what they say about us white guys.
You're not.
Buying a hat maybe, but not running.
You're so sneaky fast, you forgot to mute your mic when you got up.
That's why I thought I was going to be already in there before I said it.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Patrick?
Man, I'm turning. Make fun of me. Which game are we doing again?
Chargers versus Broncos.
Okay, Broncos. I deserve to be made fun of for that.
Oh, he almost tripped. I thought he tweaked something for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his lineman.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Broncos also.
Do they practice that?
What, tripping over each other? I would assume so, not.
I mean, because anytime I've ever seen it, they always kind of hop 1 foot back and still typically get a pretty clean handoff when they get stepped on.
Well, I'm trying to think. There was a forgot which game it was, one of the bowl games, where the two offensive linemen, one accidentally stepped on the other one and ended up falling and breaking loose or getting the sack that caused the fumble. Forgot which game that was, but yeah, that's it. These things happen. Next game.
Yeah, Lynn, those bums they're out. No need to say that.
Is that a penalty?
They called that on the defense.
I know. I said, but
the guy, the receiver was like had his hands all in the face mask of the defender, and they called PI on it.
The defender was holding him.
I don't think so.
Next game, Chiefs versus Raiders. Chiefs are a 5.5 point favorite over under 36.5. Chiefs at 60.3%. And before anybody asks, neither of these teams have anything to play for. So I knew you were going to ask that question.
The Raiders don't have a chance to play for the 1 seed? Do they already have it locked?
No. They have a chance for the 7 seed, yeah.
I feel like the loser in this game is are the fans that have to watch it.
Yeah, you should say that out loud. Hey, Mrs. Influencer.
Well, I mean, would she disagree?
I said, how bad are you going to feel?
The win would be the cheap tickets that you can get to go to the game.
Well, it's in Vegas, but yeah. I said,
yeah.
Oh, why would you do that? I said, how bad are you going to be if you guys lose to the Raiders? But regardless, give me the Chiefs.
Okay. Patrick.
Chiefs Kingdom.
Okay. Donnie.
Yeah, Chiefs are going to win this game.
Pick again.
They don't even try to hide. They don't even have to try hard.
You know the rules. You're not allowed to pick the Chiefs.
Certainly not picking the Raiders.
Okay, fine. I can't make a budge on that. Then Chiefs for me. Ed also.
Who's the quarterback for Kansas City at this point with both Minshew and
Chris Lodikin? He
didn't look bad the other day.
He looked fine against Denver.
Yeah.
I don't think he looked that bad at all.
I thought you said Anakin Skywalker, and I was like, what's that?
I don't know who that is.
Lynn, don't be bringing that stuff in here this time of night.
Next game, Cardinals versus Rams. Rams are a 7.5 point favorite over under 46.5. Rams at 78.4%. Ed has picked the Rams.
Oh, just a bit short.
And Rams have pretty much not a lock at it, but they still have a shot at a 5 seed, but it looks like 6 seed is possible. There's no chance for a 7 seed for them.
Yeah, Cardinals don't have anybody to play though. They're just like horrible right now.
Michael, you guys beat an overrated Pavia. Why would you kick? Anybody? Especially a 55-yarder. For what?
One less Iowa beer for you, Donnie.
I'll take it.
What? You're up 9?
Yep.
Why? What?
Sorry, Lynn.
And you still be up just 2 scores. Why would you not just go for it?
Yeah.
Analytics.
Especially if you're in their territory.
Well, guess what? Analytics suck. Go for it.
I'm just saying analytics. That's the excuse I used.
Give me the Rams.
Yeah, don't let me down, Virgil. Rams.
Like I did last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick.
I'm gonna go for those. Despite not helping me fantasy wise, I'm going for those valiant Virgils of the city of Los Angeles.
I mean, if they're not helping you in fantasy, that sounds like a personal problem. Rams for me.
Means I can't draft a fantasy football team. I know.
Next game, I ain't doing any better. Next game, Dolphins versus Patriots. Patriots are a 10.5 point favorite over under 45.5. New England at 80.1%. And they are still in the hunt for a 1 seed.
And see, that's why this game being a 10.5 point game, but the Buffalo Jets is only 6.5. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So Patriots.
Patrick.
Which game? Sorry. I didn't catch that.
Where am I?
At all?
Dolphins versus Patriots.
Sorry. I've been tuning into the game. As
out
if
of
that isn't
commercial.
obvious. I know.
It's on a commercial right now.
I know. I saw the commercial. Any word on Drake May, whether he's gonna play?
Yes. They're playing for a 1 seed, so yes, he will.
Yeah, I figured he would. Okay. Give me the Patriots.
Okay. Donnie.
Give me the Patriots.
Miami has definitely improved quite a bit, but not enough to beat the Patriots. Give me Patriots.
And by the way, what's Mike Grell doing up at 10:22 p.m. on a work day?
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry.
Watching-
He's on
watching
vacation. He's on vacation. I forgot.
He's making you do the work, and he's not working.
I'm not working. He's not working.
Also, 10:22.
He's been sick, actually. He was supposed
Are-
to let me know if he was feeling better tonight.
Your clock's 3 minutes behind.
Oh, I'm just looking at the time that he posted it, not what time it is.
Okay.
Sorry.
Next
Just woke-
game, Commanders versus Eagles. Eagles are a 4.5 point favorite, over under 38.5. Eagles at 73%. They're pretty much sitting everybody from what I've seen. And
Is he
Ed
sick?
picked the Eagles.
Is he sick of being a Steelers and Iowa fan, or
No, he's been dealing with about 10 days of some kind of nasty flu cough thing going on. I don't know what he's got.
don't give it to you,
I don't want to be around him.
even when he is healthy?
That's just mean.
No, he's okay when he's healthy.
It doesn't sound like it, according to the comments he always puts out here.
Exactly.
Okay is a relative term.
I still think probably the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the Eagles with their backups probably still win this game. So give me Eagles.
Who is the Eagles backup QB?
Carson Wentz. No, I'm just kidding.
It might be. It might be.
Tanner McKee.
Oh no, he's in Minnesota, isn't he?
Who?
Tanner
Tanner
McKee
Who?
out of Stanford.
Dang. Step up. Time to shine.
Okay. Patrick.
Which game are we doing? No, I'm kidding. Give me the Eagles.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Eagles also, which means they will lose. And the last game to decide the NFC North, Ravens versus Steelers.
What'd you say?
AFC North.
Okay.
Ravens, that's not what I said. Ravens are a 3.5 point favorite, over under 40.5. Baltimore at 50 cents. Stop smiling.
I'm pretty sure you said NFC North.
No, I did, but
He did.
I did. Baltimore at 57.4%. Now, before I give you,
Y'all called him out, AFC.
Before I give you the picks here, who do you think Ed picked for this one?
He did not pick the Ravens.
He probably did.
He picked the Ravens.
Oh, really?
Get it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Go, 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 go.
I don't know why Ed picking the Ravens would be a reason to clap. That's kind of weird,
I
but
was gonna say, why is this dude cheering?
Who, me?
No, we know you. This other homer below you.
Because I want Georgia to lose.
Is that Tylan Wallace?
that is not Tylan Wallace. you were off by a few years.
It's not
Okay,
Rasheed
so-
Wallace, right?
It could be.
You were, it's probably closer to Rashid. Yeah. Okay. So Ravens versus Steelers.
Or Mike Wallace.
The 60 Minutes journalist.
No,
dude?
no, the former Steelers receiver.
Oh. That nice
That's
little Eric.
That's a deep cut on the Steelers receiver there.
Yeah, Mike Wallace.
But not the 60 Minutes guy.
I thought that'd be up your alley.
No, honestly, that I expected that response. I can see Virgil watching 60 Minutes.
Bubba Wallace.
Bubba Wallace.
Lamar's back.
There you go.
Which
There you
kind of
go.
that
Hotty
honestly, I think
toddy,
that's more of a
baby.
detriment than
Let's
anything.
go. Let's
going
go,
for a-
hotty toddy.
Are they going for a 3-point play here?
Listen, Pete Golding is looking like a first time head coach.
He's
got that.
Told the camera to shh.
He's got the Signetti going on. Without the Signetti results,
I don't know if Lamar Jackson being back is actually a good thing or not at this point.
so he is actually going to play.
He's saying he is.
Wow.
They still have a chance to win the division, don't they?
This
With
is
this
for the
game?
division.
This is
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
division.
So I mean, that's why he would play.
This
Is trying to win it.
This is the AFC version of what's going on in that other conference.
Yeah.
Just go back to your game.
I think the Ravens figured out that they still have Derrick Henry, so they're going to use him a lot. So give me the Ravens.
See, that's my concern with Jackson being back. Because he's going to try to run now and, hold on to the ball.
Coming back from an injury?
I mean, it didn't stop him before.
So if you kicked that extra point earlier, now you could have chased 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was way too early to go for 2
Correct.
earlier.
Yep.
Patrick.
I think the X factor in this, even with Lamar, if he plays, I still think if you're the Ravens offensive coordinator, how can you not give Derrick Henry the ball? Like 4 touchdowns last week. I mean, if they lose this, it's their own fault. So give me the Ravens.
Okay. Donnie.
I'm going to go with the Steelers. Like Mike says, Steelers own the Ravens in Pittsburgh. He's a fan. He follows them.
Yeah.
He didn't know that. He just read the comment.
Well, the only the only thing is that normally that's true, but like, who is Aaron Rodgers going to throw to? Valdez Scantling? I mean, like Austin
that's his
is
guy.
out. Yeah, I said true. Austin is out. Like they just don't have any receivers that are available.
Well, they got like 300 tight ends to throw to, so.
True. Is that Freiermuth or whatever it is? Pat Freiermuth?
Washington, Smith.
No, Washington's out for the
Washington's
season.
out. Yeah,
Oh,
he got
Washington's
hurt.
out for the season.
Oh, I missed that.
Last week.
He got hurt last week.
Is it Darnell Washington? Is that right? Yeah.
Mhm.
He
remember
broke his
that.
forearm or something like that, and he's out for the season.
I apologize. I did not know that.
Yeah. So.
I'm thinking,
Austin's back. Is that the 316 version or
Tavon or Calvin?
Calvin?
Stephen F.
Stephen F. Well played.
Stone Cold Steve.
So, Baltimore for me. Which
Is that for
means,
fantasy football or for your picks?
that's for my picks because let's be honest, they're going to overthink things and they're not going to give Henry the ball.
Probably.
But I'm still just going to go with them.
Well, what's the guy's name? Is it Todd Grantham? That's the offensive coordinator.
Grantham's at UAB.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it a Grantham? Who is the Ravens offensive coordinator?
Offensive or defensive?
Offensive.
Offensive is Todd Monken.
Todd Monken. That's what it is.
What was Kirby? Was he trying to call a timeout or what's he upset about?
No, he's saying somebody was holding on offense, had him by the jersey.
Oh, yeah, always.
Well, I was going to say, like, he doesn't talk about the 1,500 calls that they always get. It's always about that one that they feel like they get slighted.
Yeah.
Was he calling timeout or was he clapping? I couldn't tell.
He was
question.
grabbing at his shirt, saying that somebody was holding on that touchdown play.
All right, time for over-unders. So we will go with who got first last week. Oh, that's me.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that.
Humble brag.
Give me the over on Arizona SMU. Okay. And next is Eric.
Give me the under Green Bay and Vikings, Brosmer against Toon.
So you are sticking with that. Very good. Since Ed was third, he's picking the under on Panthers and Bucks. Donnie?
I'm going to take the under on Lions Bears.
What is that one? That is...
I see 50.5.
Okay. Patrick?
What's the over under on North Central and Wisconsin?
59.5. By the way, I was really hoping you were ready to ask what game are we doing.
No. Give me the under on North Central Wisconsin.
Okay.
How many times is he going to throw it into the line?
I don't know, but it's are they doing a fake pass here? They are. I freaking swear.
Do you?
They even telegraphed that was what they were going to do as a play, and you still couldn't stop it.
All right. So, and Patrick, you did say under for North Central.
Yes.
Okay. So picks are locked and saved and will not change unless I find it convenient. So welcome to the end of the show. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to open the floor. Is there anything else you guys would like to talk about before we head out, or anything else you want to bring up that we have not discussed?
No.
Prophet, you good?
Yep.
Oh, the e-driver says that he's right. What's he talking about? Don't laugh. You know I'm right. What's he talking about?
I don't remember what that was about. Well, thank you all for joining us this evening for our first show in 2026. So we got a lot of games to go through, so we'll see how that works out for next week. We'll have the fallout for the championship games and the FCS, and of course the last week of the NFL. We'll have the fallout there and see what happens, and we'll have playoffs set. Thank you for joining us, and have a good weekend. We'll see you guys later.